All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of Ladies Night. We are joined by our very first guest, Alex Radcliffe from Below Deck.
Hey, girls.
Welcome.
Hello.
I'm excited. Well, you know why I'm excited? Because you told me, before we started, the first episode you talked about anal. So, I don't know where this is going to go today.
I don't know if it was necessarily anal. It was definitely sticking things in your butt, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dan. I'm sorry if I'm calling you out. I know nothing, but...
This is getting so much worse
But
than I ever intended. We're cutting this out.
I'm excited to see what happens.
We're cutting all of this out.
We are short a couple of the normal ladies, Danny and Molly. Molly's not here yet. She might be coming. Danny is on vacation, so
We also promised that we would Zoom Danny in, and we didn't do that. So
we might call her later. That's okay. We'll follow up. We'll see how the show goes.
Molly's working on getting her car back because she got it towed.
Molly got towed, so she will be joining us shortly.
Was she in Boston this weekend? Just got fucked up and left her car overnight somewhere?
No, she lives in Dorchester.
She lives in Dorchester.
Oh, she's
very
got
easy
towed.
to do. Very easy to do.
I got towed 3 times out of Southie, and I only lived there for a year. So
I've been towed.
I got towed out of
Justin
Southie 3
didn't live in
times. I only
Southie.
dated you while you lived there for 2 months. So.
So it's inevitable. If you live in Dorchester or Southie, you're gonna get towed at some point.
You know what the worst is? I just thought about it. So, I think it was a few years back, I had this random one night stand. Yeah, kind of weird brag. But so I hooked up with this girl, and nothing's worse. You wake up and you kind of wish that didn't happen already. But knowing you walked out there, it happened to me. I got towed. I'm like, well, this sucks already. It's 7 a.m. Not only you have a walk of shame to find your car walking in Boston. No, now you got to go take a fucking Uber to go find your car.
Uber to the pound.
Yeah, it sucks. Uber to the pound. Feels like I got pounded at that point. And then, it's terrible. Dan is I'm very uncomfortable right now talking about sex right now. Can you guys please cut it out?
I'm just thinking about everyone that's gonna listen to this.
Hey, don't start a podcast if you don't want people to listen, all right?
I know.
It's only gonna get worse from here. I'll be completely honest.
Hey, just know, what do you do?
That's true.
What do you do for a full-time job?
I'm actually starting a new job.
Perfect. So you're in between.
2 weeks. I'm in between jobs.
So you can't get fired right now. Whatever you say.
I can also just not get hired. Still, from that place, I have said I will work.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna make this podcast. We're gonna be huge. I just put myself in the ladies' night.
Oh my God, do you want to be a part of Ladies Night? You can just be a permanent
Possibly.
member.
I whenever I'm free, I'm down to. I like the gossip. I'm this fucking big hairy guy that likes gossip. Is that weird? I just want to gossip and talk some shit.
No, every guy likes it. They just won't admit it.
Oh, I'm totally comfortable admitting it.
My
Absolutely.
boyfriend will sit down and watch all the Bravo shows with me. He gets so into it. He got so into Below Deck.
Justin's hooked.
I
Justin
came
loved
home-
Below Deck. We watched your whole season yesterday just to recap
Really?
it while we were hungover.
Oh,
we were
that's
cracking
We
up.
watched it as it aired too, though.
We
but
watched
we
it
had
when it
a
was
nice-
actually on, yeah. But yesterday when we were hungover, we just...
So did you guys see my my little dick scene in the hot tub?
Yes.
So okay,
yes.
look. First off, if
Iconic.
we're gonna address
NFTs.
if we're gonna address that scene, how about I don't want to call his name out and bring negative attention to him, but let's just
think
go
you
ahead because
should.
I think you guys might be boys, but Andy Cohen, you were trying to play it off on that after hours show, and he was a dick about it. We
forgot
watched
about that.
because we watched that episode, and she was in the bathroom, and I watched it, and you were trying to be funny about it. He called you out, you were trying to be funny, make a joke about it, and he purposely made it awkward, and I was damn, this dude's leaving Alex out to dry.
Dude, so the thing about Andy Cohen, love that guy. If I was gay, I'm in for him,
I love Andy Cohen.
So the thing is, I would be the cub since in the gay community, if I was gay, I'm the cub, hairy, fluffy. And I think he's a jock because he's a good looking. I don't know how the gay slang, but anyways. So yeah, that was the first time I went on his show. So I feel Andy's that's why he's good at his job. He tries to push you to see how uncomfortable or what's gonna happen. Me, I don't fucking care. I made a shirt of I put my face over John Mayer's face in that episode, and I wrote best friends on it, and he's trying to basically I'm trying to be funny, joke around with him. He goes, so Alex, how's it feel basically having a small dick? I'm like Andy, honestly, it's not my fault. I was born this way. I go down for a wicked long time. It's not my fault. I gotta make up somehow. and he just from that moment he goes, all right, I like this guy. This guy's a sarcastic prick. I don't care, right? I'm
It wasn't the hot tub cold. Didn't they say that?
yeah, well, it was. So we
Malia,
okay.
The hot
Malia
tub
comes
wasn't
up
cold.
and said
Oh, yeah,
that
it
the
was.
hot
It
tub was
wasn't
freezing.
heated.
She's like, what are you two doing? It's so cold.
So literally, we were fucked up, bad. This was the first charter Bugsy got on the boat, and like me and her just like from the moment she got on, like we had like good banter with each other. It was like very sarcastic. It was good, and so like we got our first night out. We got hammered. We go in the hot tub, and like it was just me and Bugsy. Like no one else was. Hi,
Welcome,
I'm
Molly.
Alex.
Molly's here. She got her
Hi,
car.
Molly. So we go in the hot tub, and like I guess Malia was gonna come. I don't know. We were just blackout, and like we're like freezing. I remember sitting in that hot tub like just shaking, and like I'm like, yeah, like Bugsy's like, are you turning the hot tub on? I'm like, yeah, it's on. It's going on. Malia comes up and is like, touches the tub. She freezing. She goes, what the fuck? He looks at it. We haven't even turned it on. We're in there just like she's splashing water in my face. I'm falling over, and then I stand up. I'm like, it's freezing. She goes, points at my dick. Yeah, I can tell. I'm like, oh, that's tough.
What an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it happens. But then we woke up the next morning and basically like she thought me and her like made out. That never happened. And we rehashed it all. But
I have so many questions about Bugsy too, because do you guys stay in contact?
yeah, so I actually saw Bugsy in Bahamas about 2-3 weeks ago. Like my boat was out there, her boat was out there, and I haven't seen her since maybe like 4 months prior to that. I did a photo shoot for a book that just came out in Miami. But so I see Bugsy in Bahamas, and like every time we see each other, like we're just like two little kids that like I feel like, well, she's kind of an awkward person, so I think she drinks. Like she'll drink to be calm around me. So because like I'm just like a nuts, like I don't care what I say. So we get blackout drunk and we start going to Instagram Live together, start doing all this shit, and people like, dude, like we got fucked up online, and like we're posting all this shit, and it went bad. Like I think she has a boyfriend now. And, like
I was just gonna say, did anything actually happen with
did
you
you guys
two?
ever-
Because you were pushing hard for it.
You love Bugsy. Loved it.
We all love Bugsy though.
Yeah,
She
everyone
is a
loves Bugsy.
She the one who broke my heart. No. So it was weird, and this is what with reality TV that you don't really see. It's like they paint a picture for everyone, right? Like, you know, I obviously had no drama on my season, but like it goes, you know, how can we show Alex the most? So it showed that I was like super in love with Bugsy, whatever. Yeah, me and her flirted. I had a crush with her on the boat. But it was so weird watching it back. They didn't show anything that she would say to me, and they would like kind of no. It made me look like the lover boy one. Like reality, it's just like we were both the same. Like I wouldn't say the things I would say unless like I knew
if she wasn't flirting back.
No, if I knew it wasn't like that she was into me.
Right.
But I looked on the show that I said all these things, and then it shows that like she's like, I don't know. So like I was never mad about that. I don't give a fuck. It's a show. Like I fucking was on the show, and whatever happens. But that's what's funny. It's like you looking back at it, it's like, no, it was like 50-50.
Reality TV is fascinating because we live for the drama, but we're only seeing like 25% of the actual
like
drama.
real, yeah.
It's not.
They're creating it.
They are.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even. You got to think about this. It's we had, for instance, our show. We had 20 episodes. They're 45 minutes each. We filmed for 60 days. And we filmed every fucking minute, every second. So think about only 20 hours they show in the course of 20 weeks. We filmed for thousands, hundreds of thousands of hours. It's like they're only showing this fucking much, you know. So it's just so weird. I'm like after we film, it's like 9 months before it all airs. Like, oh, they're definitely gonna show this part. It's funny. Oh, that's a lot of drama. I'm like I was kind of happy. Some things they didn't show. I was like, oh shit. Like I would embarrass myself a little more. But no, I mean it's just funny. It's like this is why all these networks are so good, because they see the picture and they see what looks good on TV, right? So
Yeah.
Well,
How nervous were you before it actually aired? Were you like, holy shit, what are they going to show? What did I do?
we're scared about what people are going to
drunken-
think about our podcast. You're
Yeah.
on a full-blown reality TV show on Bravo. I
could
can only
not
imagine the
imagine
stress.
being drunk and then having it filmed. That is like, that's petrifying. I get Sunday scare. Like I get after I drink like anxiety so bad.
yeah.
And it's no one's filming me. Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
to my
you don't-
knowledge, no one's
You
filming
don't know
me.
the videos you were doing, like fucking twerking by yourself, like in the corner of the bar. But like, no. So it was weird. Before I filmed, and like even after it's just weird. It's like one of those things that I feel like I don't get like emotionally involved in like in myself. Like I care more about like other people. So like I didn't give a fuck what was coming out with me. I was more thinking about like, oh shit, like hope I didn't do anything my mom's gonna kill me about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but like I was more like when it was coming out, like, I remember Jess was on my show, and like I was friends with everyone. Like everyone's like, oh my god, like what are they gonna show? I'm so scared, X, Y, and Z. And they're like, Alex, how are you so calm about it? I'm like, like, I don't think I did anything bad, and like unless I was shit faced, like. But the only thing that I was afraid about, because I want people to actually know who I am, and like me showing that my being pure or whatever it is. Like, I didn't want to have a picture painted of me that wasn't true. So that's the only thing I cared about. It's like I don't want to like come off as like so many people are assholes or whatever. I'm like, that's not who I am. So like that's the only thing I thought about. I'm like, all right, like, I don't want to embarrass my mom and like people think I'm an asshole son, right? So
you know what else I thought about? Do they let you guys see the episodes before they air?
So episodes air on Monday. They send it to us on Friday to basically
God, 2 days.
literally to fucking prep your weekend. Yeah. So like I remember like Jess before her shit came over of like her like going little ape shit here and there with Rob. She'd be like, oh my God, fuck. Here comes this bad Monday night Twitter war, this and that. Like it was just so funny. And like some people would be sarcastic, like oh like. Bugs just like, or whoever, Pete's like, fuck, I'm fucked again on this episode, like before he like got fired
Ultimately
off. Yeah. So it was just funny, like the few days prior, what the world like, not the world, like whoever the viewers were gonna like react. So that's just more of a, we could find it funny, but everyone else would be like X, Y, and Z, right?
Oh my God! Then they give you a couple days to like mull it over, and you're like, shit, it's coming. It's coming
like
on
your
Monday.
weekend, not even like during the
I
week.
know.
Just like
it just ruins your whole weekend.
So I think I remember like the first thing for me that I was like, I saw it on Friday. I was like, oh, fuck, was that hot tub scene? Because like I wasn't embarrassed. It was more funny, and like it was the first time because like I really wasn't shown a lot, especially in the beginning of anything. So it was like that was the first time people saw me got shit like really shit faced and like had like just
it was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I think that was the first time most everyone on the boat got really shit faced.
Yeah.
And it was probably the best filmed night.
So yeah, I remember the one thing the producers go to me like after the end of the 6 weeks film, they go, Alex, out of everyone, we don't understand how you do it. I'm like, do what? They go, so, we work nonstop for the 3-day charter, whatever. And we go right into going dinner, eating, no sleep, and go party at the clubs. You go, we had to do a count on you one time, how many Tito soda you drank. They go, I'm like, what do you mean? They go, because like you kept ordering, like somehow you were always the last one up and the first one up in the morning. I was 23 when I filmed at the time 2 years ago. And they go, yeah, so we counted. You had 16 Tito sodas at dinner, and you were fucked up
at dinner.
Oh, dinner in the club, whatever. Because like they didn't come because like after a few nights out, they go, "Who's this fucking Boston guy who's just slamming drinks and like basically flirting with anything that walks?" And I'm just like, and then like I would be up till 4 a.m. They would be, "All right, buddy, like time to go to bed. Like you have to like we don't want to film anymore. Go to sleep."
16 Tito's and sodas.
Yeah, and like
I had 8 like White Claws on Saturday and couldn't move yesterday.
I had a bottle of rosé and
I was dying. I could not imagine.
No, but it was fun. I mean, fuck, like I actually miss it because like you kind of like you don't think of reality in the way of like you're trapped with 10 people and like you're filming this thing, but you kind of forget that the cameras are on. You live this sick life because even think about The Bachelor. You guys big in Bachelorette, Bachelor, or whatever, or any of these shows. Like think about they're in these locations and like production's basically paying for all these cool activities you're doing and traveling and like going to clubs and like basically you don't have to really worry about money. So it's like you kind of live in this reality that like what's real, you know what I mean? Like, so, seriously, and like that's what I miss because like I mean a lot of people you can like that we film with like. I want this fucking over. They're fucking miserable. I'm like, I want to keep it going because like I don't want to be alone in my own thoughts after this because I'm already psycho. I like being distracted with everyone else. So
would you do it again if they asked you to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I had a blast and like.
Can't you do it multiple seasons in a row, or do they have to ask you back?
Yeah.
Or can you just like say, hey guys, I'm still open to doing it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's really not up to me. It's up to the network because I'm sure there'll be a billion people in the world who's like, oh yeah, I would do this, get a paycheck and work on Bravo. It's like. Yeah. If it makes sense for them, so like if I go back next season, if I don't, like it's up to them and like what makes sense for what's gonna be a good storyline. Because like all the cast members they take, it's like, all right, are these guys single? Would he match with this person if they hook up? Because at the end of the day, it's reality TV. What is it?
They just want
sex,
good TV,
drama, drink. That's what it is. So it's like, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Basically, I think the sailing's on now, and then. Whatever. I think so the sailing's on now.
Yeah.
But do you guys watch the sailing one or no?
I don't really like the sailing one.
No, I haven't really. I've watched like 2 episodes.
I watched when Adam was the chef.
Gotcha.
Because I really liked Adam as a chef on Below Deck, so I watched that, and then for some reason like Hulu like took it off my TV, like the future episode. So because I was watching it back like after it had already aired fully, the full seasons, and then Hulu just like took it off. So then I stopped, and I never got back into it.
Gotcha.
I heard this current season is better than all the other ones before.
Well, there was only
2?
one season before
okay.
this. This is the second one, right?
Of season
Of the sailing.
Oh, the sailing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the second sailing right now.
I heard this one's better than the last one, but
I hope so, because the last one was a little bit boring. I don't know.
Yeah, this one is just so much sex. Like everyone's fucking in this one. Like it's and like I'm like nice, good for that. Yeah.
love that for them.
Yeah. yeah. You're like,
Very happy for them.
You're like this fucking year in COVID, I've been dry. Good for them. People are having sex. Yes. Yeah. You know, and then Dana's like, I got my toys. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I
Dana's gonna be scarred after this. She's like, guys, I think I'm
You
done with
guys,
these
like,
nights."
see-
I already have a list of people that I'm absolutely going to say you can't listen to this show. One being my boyfriend's mother.
Hey, literally, you can't say, like, I will say about May, do not say things and don't expect me to bring it up because, like,
Okay,
I'm
I
an
would like
open
to
book.
say I did not say anything about that at the very beginning.
I think she did say don't talk about the butt
No.
stuff thing
Oh.
again.
We won't talk
What
anything
did I
about the butt
miss?
stuff, yeah.
Well, we talked about butt stuff on the last one, and she said, let's just try to
We
keep
were
it out of
talking-
this
we-
one. And
we
then the
were-
first thing out of our mouths was butt
Wait,
stuff.
can I
His
it.
mouth.
I missed
Alex's
it.
mouth.
Hey,
Let's make that very clear.
can I ask you girls a question? If this is too personal, no one can answer. I'm just, now we're on the
There's
butt
already a
stuff club.
blacklist of who can't
Okay.
listen to the show, so,
So-
it doesn't really matter anymore at
So,
this point.
so to anyone who wants to answer, because, you know, this is kind of, let's just say a friend of mine experienced this recently. So like they were telling me a story. They hooked up with a girl, and like the first night they hooked up, he went straight for like ate out her ass first night. Is that a red flag if a guy is trying to like your first night, like saying, you know, maybe it's good, and then just goes right to the ass? You're like, whoa, overstep boundaries. You let it happen.
I would let that happen.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Why?
Yeah.
All right, well, now I have to tell my mom not to listen
No.
to this one.
Oh my God!
He
Everyone listened to. Yeah, this is my question. I'm curious because like I was in conversation with like a bunch of my girlfriends the other day. Like we're talking about the story, and this is not me. And they're talking about the story, and they're like honestly, like that guy has some balls doing that. Like I like it, but then one of the girls was like, all right, how many asses does this guy actually eat? I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean. So
It shows confidence.
yeah, I like that. I like that's good.
That's fine.
All right, so that was my ask question for the day. Well, there might be more questions.
Was
We'll
not
get
the
off
first and
ask.
probably will not be the last
Mhm.
ask question.
I agree.
Well, I will say that I really haven't sat and watched a full season of Below Deck, and then I found out you were coming on the show, so I was like, buckle up. We're doing this beginning to end.
Did you watch the whole
and
thing?
I feel like someone just walked out of my TV screen and into my life. This is crazy.
So you're saying you're really late tonight because you were finishing the season finale like an hour ago.
I was like, shit, one last episode. Let's go.
So who did you like fucking hate? Like if you like, I hate seeing this person. No, actually, let me reword that. If you were, I don't count because like we're hanging out now. But if you would love to like figure out if that person is the same off camera and on camera, who would you want to sit down with and like just chat with?
Pete, 110%.
Pete?
There's something, I know you might be friends with him. There's something
Pete's
a little off.
So
He made me cringe.
He's so cringy.
Pete
Did he
is
get
hilarious.
kicked off the show?
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they just stopped showing
well,
him.
they had to re-edit
Googled it.
the last like 13 episodes because he had a post. But I will say about Pete has like let me say this first. So like we all have this one friend. Like one of your like good friends, they go out, but when they talk, please shut the fuck up. But
like me to you this entire episode.
yes, basically. But how many like he's the type of person will do fucking anything for you, the biggest heart. Like he knows things come out of his mouth, and he like his brain just isn't calculated. You know, of like he doesn't think before he speaks. He just says it. But like he'll say something, and if he offends someone, he'll run over and give him a hug. I'm so sorry, and like he's the gentlest fucking guy you'll ever meet in the like. So I did feel bad watching him, but like you know when he talked and what's up unit
did
and
it to
whatever,
himself, yeah.
Yeah. Party
like-
Pete.
like yeah.
Professional Pete.
But-
I was like, Pete.
But the thing is, it was like so fucking funny because he walked in the first day I met him. He was wearing a man purse.
A merce.
Or satchel, whatever, and he was wearing like this big fake like $50 gold chain that's huge. He's like, "What's up, dude? I'm part of it." But I'm just
And
like,
his stupid freaking
Yeah,
sunglasses. What are those like they're the white only like douchey
Every
guys.
kid from my high school.
But-
Oh yeah.
but I swear to God, if you sat down there, you'd be like, "We love Pete." Like all my friends that like from Boston, like when I was in Florida the past 4 months or whatever, past year, like if they come down and they meet Pete, they go, "He's crazy, but we fucking love him." Like that's who Pete is. But now he's just slinging his dick on OnlyFans, like, and just cranks it all the time.
Oh no way.
Oh yeah.
Let's follow up on OnlyFans because I just recently learned before you guys got here that not only does Pete have an OnlyFans, so does our very own Alex Radcliffe have an OnlyFans account
So
where he does not post news.
So I don't sling anything out. So let me backtrack this because that sounds bad. So I made an OnlyFans like right in New Year's, but when I posted on my real feed, I was wearing like this Libra print pajama pants onesie. Chest hair was out. Not gonna lie, was looking pretty good. I think I look like shit most of the time. I was like, damn, like not gonna like if the gay community is looking at this, is like, damn. So I post this photo and I'm like, and I was telling my friends, well, I was actually talking to Pete also, who's in it. I'm like, if I make an OnlyFans, do I have to do like nudes and like all the, because like that's not, I've never sent a nude, I've never sent a dick pic to any girl. Yeah, I told you,
Good for you.
I'm not
You're
that,
doing a
I
service.
don't have the biggest thing going on, but like,
No one wants
you know what I
that.
mean? And then no
Already
evidence going there,
established.
you know? So, but I remember telling Pete, I'm like, dude, so like if I make one, like can I just like make any content? He goes, yeah, like there's people starting OnlyFans that are just doing funny X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you know what? And I actually heard on Barstool that like this was months ago that like, oh, like they might make an OnlyFans, like try to spin OnlyFans to not only just a nude website to like a content. I'm like, oh, make some easy money. So I make an OnlyFans, but I make on the photo on Instagram like, all right, I'm making OnlyFans, but I'm not doing any nudes. I'm just gonna make stupid content. Basically like I go to the bar, I'm spitting my vodka in people's mouths, just like dumb shit, like dumb idiot things that we do. Danny's like, what the fuck? Who is this kid? So my OnlyFans, like I like right away I had like 3 people subscribe, right? Like 300 people subscribe right away, like $10 a month. I'm like, oh, pretty cool. And then so I started making videos like me shaving my chest to where's the video? It's like a 3-minute video, and I'm shaving my chest. You watch it like $50. Like people are like, you know, like, oh, whatever. They like it. So I'm the next thing I know, I'm getting like Mike, Dave, all these guys. What's up, bro? Can I get a dick pic? I'm like, no, man. Like, I'll send you $100, $500, $1,000. I'm like, no. So I had it for a month. I made like, I'll just say numbers. I don't fucking care. I made like $12K in 1 month but I was fucking around like
Shaving his chest. There's no nudes. There's no dick pics.
Nothing.
He's shaving
Spitting
his
in other
chest,
people's mouths,
Spitting
which-
in people's mouths.
I spit, but we were in a bar setting in Florida. I spit in, I think it was
That
Pete's
doesn't
mouth.
make it normal.
No.
I would just like to point out.
No, but it's definitely not normal.
Florida's
but,
a different world.
But,
Honestly, that
but
probably
like,
is
and then
normal
like
down
there'd be
there.
one video. I would be in the shower, and I'm like, does anyone else do this in the shower? $30 to unlock the video. So people, oh, Alex is probably cranking right now. Like what's going on? So in the video, it's just me washing my hair. Then I start looking down. They go, oh, like what's he looking at? Then I grab a bag of beef jerky, start eating in the shower. Just like sort of like that's what I said what I was gonna do. That was the content I was making. You know, half the people were like, oh, this is so funny. Like, you know, haha. Half the people were like, what the fuck? Like, I signed up. I want to see dick. Like, and so I just
Clicked on the video expecting
Yeah.
to see you naked in the shower.
No.
It's just you eating beef
and
jerky.
and
in
you know
the
what's so funny?
shower.
So many of the people would like message me, be like, well, I might as well. I'm just gonna stay on Pete's OnlyFans because Pete has his OnlyFans. And he's jerking off on his face, on his chest. He's doing voice memos. Oh yeah, like I love Pete, and like I like
Shut up. That is not real.
oh like I can
Don't
get Pete
show
on the
me.
phone.
Don't show me.
No, why would I don't want to watch it. I'm saying I could call. Pete's probably in bed. Pete's probably in bed right now and literally like probably doing it. Like yeah, he has. The thing about he doesn't care. And like when I met him, like, oh, he's a porn star. He walks around, sees girls. I'm on OnlyFans. I jerk off for gay guys. Like I'm like, that's Pete. That's who Pete is.
Is he making good money though?
Oh, I think his first 2 or 3 months he made like $35K.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's OnlyFans is huge. Like if I truly believe, and I don't know why people like, I think I'm a nobody. I think I'm a loser. But if I fucking was like getting into it, I think I could have made $100K in 1 month of just. But like that, like maybe I'm thinking highly of myself. But people are asking $10,000 for an asshole pic. So like, yeah. So I have too much self-respect for myself to ever send out dick pics. But like the fact I still shave my chest for guys was kind of weird already. So I did 1 month and I don't have it anymore.
Did you do it like a
Oh,
seductive
you don't have it
shave?
anymore?
No, I just did it for the month of January. I felt very uncomfortable because like
After you spent all your money on Christmas presents, you had to make it back.
so I just felt uncomfortable because like I told people I'm gonna do this. Like, don't sign up if you expect a dick pic. And people signed up and was like basically, come on, bro, send me that shit. I'm like, dude, like I'm not sending you my dick. It was just weird. I felt weird. I felt I was weird making money on guys. It was just weird. It was a weird moment in my life for a month.
For a month.
But good 12K.
I mean, you made some good money in
Cheers
the time.
to you.
Yeah.
So that was my only run at OnlyFans.
I've heard that a lot of people do that though, because what's her Tana Mojo? She has an OnlyFans, but I feel like she doesn't. You guys don't know who Tana Mojo is?
She was like fake married to Jake Paul. I'm not into the
YouTube world.
YouTube
Do you know
world.
who Tana Mojo is?
Is that the tan girl? Or does she have like dark hair and she's tan or no?
No.
She's blonde.
Good guess by her name though.
No, that's just her name.
Tana.
Is that really tan girl?
Yeah.
No, she's
But she does the same thing. I think there's a lot of girls that do it that just do like stupid. Like Trisha Paytas has one too, but I think she actually shows her tits.
So many people have.
Doesn't Trisha like full on go like news and
Oh
videos?
yeah. She's like full blown into it, but I think she makes really good money.
She makes like $1 million. Like
Yeah.
like some of those girls make like $1 million a month.
But I
She
don't
also
get is
sends
how-
videos into Pornhub though, so she's like on
Oh.
another level.
But I heard a podcast, so I actually who's I don't know how much you guys know about the YouTube. So you know Logan Paul, you know the Impulsive podcast.
Oh yeah.
There's one of the guys that's in it that was dating a girl. She was an ex porn star. What's her name? She was just on like a Dave Portnoy show recently. I just listened to her, but basically she was saying that like she made like no money in like fucking Pornhub. Like for like she said that like people think it's all this money. It's really not, unless like you're like that 1%. Everyone else they treat you like shit. And she goes, I'm scarred from it. Like God, I'm like, yeah, obviously
No
you're
shit.
scarred.
I mean,
You're,
a lot of
you're
like
getting gagged for
ex-porn-
fucking like $50. Like
a lot of ex porn
Take
stars
it
like
to OnlyFans
end up
and
like
you'll see some cash.
yeah, they end up like
Yeah.
homeless and like they kind of like really land like out on their asses. It's like
God.
actually really messed up. The
I don't know
like,
why their career plan
porn
was
community and like
Pornhub.
Ooh.
things that happens.
Speaking about porn, one thing, and like, Dana's petrified of me right now. Don't worry, boyfriend, family, don't watch it. Dana doesn't watch porn, I promise. So,
I mean, I used to work for Barstool, so I've been through this
Gotcha.
already.
Gotcha. So,
I just thought I was
So-
starting over.
so
I guess
do you
not.
guys ever wake up like you're hungover? Like, do you ever watch a porn video and you just feel like so disgusted after you watch it? Well, I don't know if any of you guys do that. I'll talk. Justin.
I'm like,
Yeah, Justin, do you ever wake up and just watch a porno?
Yeah, 100%.
don't look at him judgmental
Hey,
like that. Answer the
Hey,
question
he would be
truthfully.
lying, which you can't probably hear him. He would be lying, but I'll talk as all guys. Or no, a bunch of my girlfriends did the same shit. It's like, yeah, we'll watch like a porn video, and like you just feel so gross about yourself. Right afterwards, like you get yourself off, you're like, ugh, like why would I watch that? I'm like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's
this,
like a
this
known
episode
thing.
really
I'm
took a
gonna
turn.
answer
Really
for
went off the
Justin.
rails.
Justin's definitely been there before.
Oh, 100%. His cheeks getting red. His girlfriend's looking over there.
I know.
Hey, they're gonna be in a fight after this show.
Steam coming out of
this-
her ears.
I feel like we might not air this part, but we've definitely had the conversation that I watch more porn than he does. So
Oh, good for
Yeah,
you, girl.
I know. I'm
I have.
We are not,
Not
taking that off
recently.
air. We keep that on.
Oh, that's
Everything you
definitely
say.
not getting posted. No.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Maybe that just changed.
She's making a note of the timestamp. She's like,
Hold
it
on.
was
We're gonna have to
20 minutes
pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you wanna-
I have some questions that
Go for
I
it.
want to ask.
Go for it.
So I know that you and Jess are really good friends, right?
Mhm.
What did you think about her and Rob's like relationship throughout the boat? 'Cause
Oh, it was fucking crazy.
It was
so
fucking
toxic.
wild.
Yeah.
They were 3 weeks in. They're like, I love you.
Yeah.
was like,
So toxic.
Was
So
that for the show?
no.
But you're still really good friends with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually texted me yesterday. Sent me like this. We're talking about anxiety things. Like she sent me like this cool thing to read to help with my anxiety. But anyways, so she, Jess and Rob, they're both like very spiritual and like they both believe like, oh my God, like they believe in their head like they found like their soulmate on that and that quick and like they just fell in love, which was kind of I think is bad shit because like. You know, it's like you don't even fucking know
How
their
well
middle
do you
name.
know
Yeah.
someone?
Yeah, because you work like, and that's what's crazy. Working on the boat and being trapped and being filmed, because like you get lost in reality, right? Or whatever thing is. So, like you're working with everyone, you're there, you're drinking, your emotions are high, you're vulnerable. All these emotions, it's it's real. So it's like, well, it's just coming out, so you don't know how to control it, and then hooking up comes involved, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, I mean, it was bad. She knows that. He knows that like they move too fast,
They're
too
not still
quick.
together, right?
No, fuck no, absolutely not. Oh, no.
And
He
right,
went to
did that end
Bali
right after the
with
boat?
her. He
had-
went to Bali.
Okay,
with
they
her.
ended up going to Bali.
Yeah, so which was crazy because I remember after we finished filming, we were in the hotel for. They put all everyone in hotels for 2 nights to do last pickup interviews, green screen stuff, and they were like having they were bad. Like they ended the show, like it just wasn't like it was real, like it was not good. And like I remember he was in my hotel at like 11:30 at night, flying out and the Bali flight was at 6 a.m. But he also had another flight just to go back to Florida at 7:30. And like he told Josh, he goes, I'm not going to Bali. He's in my room. He goes, yeah, man, like I'm not going to Bali. Like I'm going to Florida. I'm like, good, man. Like, I'm like, do what's good for you. I remember he left my room, done, fell asleep. Next morning, I just text him, hey, like, what's up? He's on a plane to Bali with Chef. I'm like, so it was like, I don't know what happened in that span of throughout the night that they talked. But he went to Bali. I guess they had a really good time. They were very therapeutic, open up, whatever. And then I got them a job on my boat after Bali, and then it was crazy, and they broke up. So
What do you mean your boat? What are you doing now?
Oh yeah, so I own like this yacht. I'm super rich. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I was like,
No.
wait, what?
No.
I assumed you were working on a boat, but
No, yeah. Here's what no. So I was working on a boat in Florida, and we needed some crew for a charter or for like a month of work. And I go, all right. I'm like, I have these 2 guys. I'm talking about Jess and Rob. I told my boss, I'm like, they film with me. I don't know if they're the best candidates, but they'll get the job done for what we need. They said sure, and yeah, it just didn't really work. Yeah, it didn't really work out well. But I'm still really close to both of them. They don't talk. Jess has a new boyfriend now. She's Rob. Don't talk.
good.
Yeah, don't talk to him as much, but he's doing his own thing. So
Interesting. I was so curious about that.
I do have one
that was
pressing
wild.
question. One pressing question that I think we all got responses to our Instagrams for.
yeah.
Where do you get your eyebrows done?
oh, these things.
Well, I'm going to show you
The
the picture
amount
that I
of
posted on my
responses.
Instagram.
I posted the same one. It's
Also,
your-
one of my friends said you look like Jesse Metcalf,
Who's that?
the guy from John Tucker Must Die. It's a pretty big compliment.
Ooh, That's a good one.
When I was skinny, like last year, I would. Yes, right now I'm basically like transforming to like Jonah Hill from like Superbad right now.
God.
Yeah,
This is the picture I posted.
So-
I got a lot of.
I got like 3 or 4
So I'll be
comments.
honest, like when that happened, I don't think so because I've always had really nice eyebrows. Like I've always had. I think this one has
Flex on them.
I think this one had a better arch than that one. I don't know what side it is. I think it's the left one. But I always shave the middle. So I've like since I was 12 years old, I never want to be that kid. There was a kid in my school that got like made fun of for his unibrow. So I made it known. Like I would always have that perfect line right there, which I think I kind of fucked up recently. I think this might be higher. I'll work on that. But whatever. So I would always make sure my eyebrows like once a week when I ever shaved eyebrows. But my barber now that I go to, like he'll like touch it up here. I don't ask him. He just like sees something. But no, I've always had this initial arch, but now it looks like
So
kind of perfect.
do
now,
you
but-
pluck? Do you wax? You shave? You shave
No,
the
no, it's
middle.
shaved.
Do you
It's
pluck?
shaved. No, I don't. No, I never plucked.
They
No.
look like dyed in that
So-
picture.
Well, so that
They look
photo,
very dark.
so that photo,
Little
that was
touched up.
a professional photo, whatever. So we all look tanner and like way better than we do in real life in the photos. So I mean, not a bad photo, a little squinty eye, but
They're phenomenal eyebrows. I just think a lot of people were looking for suggestions in the area.
You're
on where
looking
to
at
get your
yourself
brows
under
done.
a microscope there, bud. Give yourself a break.
I put on 20 pounds last 4 months, so self-esteem's a little low right now. So once after my little fitness journey happens, I'll be a little more confident. So right now I'm just beating myself up so I feel better about myself.
Speaking of fitness, that was one of the very first times I saw you, and I don't mean to be creepy. Crunch Fitness, so we go to the same gym.
Oh.
And I said,
So I've been watching you for several months
so
now.
sorry, Justin. How much was I benching over there?
so I saw you across the gym, and I specifically told Justin, I was like, babe, I think that's Alex Radcliffe. No, I think I saw an Instagram story that you put up at one point, and I was like, this is at
So you say
our
you
gym.
follow me.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I was like, I followed the whole cast. Don't feel special. But
I suck. Don't worry.
But I was like, I think this is Crunch Fitness. And then we went one day, and you were on the treadmill next to me. I looked at Justin and was like, babe, we should say hi. he's like, okay, like, do you want to say hi to him? I'll come with you. And I was like, no. I'm not just going to go up to him and say hi. That's weird. So I like totally fangirled at Crunch Fitness. You were on the treadmill next to me.
I was dry heaving with my mask.
I told Justin, I was like, I'm going to tell him when we go. Just tell him that I've been watching him and
Nice.
creep him.
Watching you
So
work.
little do you know. Alyssa knows everything about you.
It's so weird that you sweat first in your lower back. Like, what? Like, that's cool.
She knows exactly what you bench. Give you all of your stats.
Your squat.
I've been keeping tabs, just so you know.
Can I steal another high noon, Justin, if you don't mind?
What flavor you want?
Anything's fine. Not too picky. I said I wasn't gonna drink till next week, but
Everyone
No,
says
I
that.
thought it was funny because like she was like a big fan of you like way before she knew you went to the gym. And then,
before you try to get fit.
No. The
Before
gym
she ever
definitely
worked out.
started.
and then when she saw you at the gym, I was like, oh yeah, let's go say hi. And she was like, no, I can't.
I fangirled way too hard. I was like,
is your
Justin's like, he's
chance.
just
No.
a normal
Chance, go
guy.
say
I
hi.
was like, no, he's
I mean, if I'm like, oh my god, I know this person from a TV show. The last place I want to run into anyone, let alone
the
that, is the
gym.
gym.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna go up to you and be like, hey, actually, does that happen a lot? Be like, hey,
Yeah.
I saw you on Below Deck. Like, I'm a big fan.
I don't know how to like say that, but I was acting like
Does that
cocky.
happen? I'm sure it
Yeah, no,
does.
it does. Especially like big in Boston since I'm from here, and like big in Florida because it's like the yachting capital. But yeah, I mean it happens, and like, but I don't care. Like when people like, come up, and I find it's more weird that people it's like kind of freaking out. I'm like, I was on the show
so
for.
you think I'm weird?
No, because I'm like,
Moves away from you.
no. I think it's weird because like in me, I look at myself in such a lower way. Of, like I did a show for fucking 6 weeks. Like like yeah, thank God I look good on the show somewhat, but like I don't know. Like, it's just weird for me because I don't talk about myself in that way. When people meet me, I'll never bring it up. Like so, it's a good feeling. I'll talk to anybody. I love it. I think it's it makes me feel good that I can make someone feel happy, right? So, but it's just weird for me to like I don't like attention like that. You know what I mean? Because like I feel so like cringy inside. Yeah.
Good
Please
to know.
stop it, Alyssa.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
no. But you know,
Switch gyms now.
yeah. So I go to this new gym. What gym do you go to? No. I mean, no. But you know what I mean? Like I don't care. Like I literally never bothers me. But I went to Landmark the other day, and I was walking by, and this girl. She was, fuck, I love it too. The pretzel bites. But
The
so,
asparagus fries.
so nice. So unhealthy because it's fried. But yeah, so like I went in the other night and these two girls like screamed across the bar, Alex, like you're on Below Deck. And so the whole bar, like, Landmark, like the whole bar looks, then like they say hi, and then I look like a fucking walking clown taking photos. I'm like, I go to Landmark all the time, and it's like, under the radar, but I feel cringy when I go to like places that like there's a big scene. If someone says it, but like the whole place is looking, it's like, who's that fucking clown? You know what I
Because
mean?
it's so small too.
Yeah.
So it's like but I mean, you don't look like a clown. People, they're asking you to take pictures.
No, but yeah, I know.
This is on like a totally different level. Totally different level. I want to put that out there right away because I don't want to sound cocky too. But when I worked for Barstool, I was going to UMass Amherst.
Okay.
So I went back this is junior year, I got the internship. I went back my senior year still working for them. And like, just because UMass is like such a, like, that's where like it all started. There are so many fans there. Like people would ask me for pictures all the time. It felt so awkward. Like they'd ask like my friends that I'm with, hey, can you take a picture of me and Dana? And one of my best friends was like, I'm gonna get one of those things that you can put on your iPhone that will literally like take the credit card and be like, yep, it's gonna be $5.
Square.
Yeah.
She's like, if I'm gonna have to keep doing this, I'm gonna make money off of it.
Why not?
But it's just such a weird feeling. You're like, why? Like, why?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because like maybe you did too, or I don't know how you felt about yourself, but like I just feel like I'm just another fucking dude walking down the street that's trying to make a dollar, make a hustle, make a name for myself, right? So it's like I'm not, I don't know, but it's now I like it now. I'm using my platform more. That I feel like I struggle with things. Now I'm kind of struggling with anxiety. And I never talk to anyone about it. Like I always keep my business very quiet. Like if I was ever dating, if I was like if I had to talk about things, if I wanted to vent, I don't tell anyone. Like I don't talk to like. I never talk to a therapist. I don't talk to my buddies, but I just keep it all in. It doesn't bother me, but I'm just a quiet person with that aspect. So now, like, I just posted the first thing last week or the other day. I was flying. Well, I was about to fly. I went to the airport, and I just hate flying because I'm afraid of death. So I was walking on the plane. I completely got off the plane and just fucking didn't fly. And I posted, basically just me, a little story, and on my Instagram on Friday that what I did, and the reaction was huge. Of like, I got over 1,000 DMs of their own stories of their own anxiety, and like, because like what I'm trying to do in Costa Rica in a few weeks is basically open up about anxiety and mental health, X, Y, and Z. So it was very good to show everyone, being so sincere and like tell me their stories and like say that like, say like Alex, like you make it feel comfortable, you being a guy and being open about it and showing your vulnerability, being vulnerable. It's like, we love that. So it was a good, like, that's a good feeling to me to help people vent to me and tell me their story. That's what I like. Cause my whole life I want to help people. Cause like when I go out, I feel like I'm the entertainer of like, all right, let's get shots, let's do this, because I want everyone to be happy. I don't care about me. I care too much about everyone being happy. So me telling my stories hopefully can help people feel better about themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Just
a normal guy.
So we had to go. We went from sex to anxiety.
And the two can sometimes be related.
We really cover it all here.
Oh fuck!
No, but that is really awesome. That's
crazy. I'm really
huge.
excited to see this new venture that you're doing down in Costa Rica too. Would you like to tell the people a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean it's exciting. So like basically, I'm going down with my buddy, and I've had this vision in my head for a while now that, like since I deal with my own anxiety and like insecurities, like basically my anxiety stems from the only thing I really have is death. So like sometimes like I'm afraid to fall asleep at night because like I'm afraid that I might not wake up, and like, of flying that comes in factor, and like sometimes if I'm not the one, I think it's a control issue. I feel like if I'm not in control, that, it's like it kind of freaks me out a little bit that, my life is in someone else's hands. That's what scares me. So based in Costa Rica, I feel like the little platform I have that I can open myself up and like show that I'm insecure about my weight too, that I'm going on this big, this big fitness journey, and open up about my life, my childhood. And I feel like, maybe the drinking and maybe hooking up with random people, I think there's reasons why that comes from, because I don't want to deal with,
coping.
Absolutely. Right. And we all have our own story. So I want to open myself up about kind of my thing. So like, for the viewers or whoever watches, like, like he's hopefully showing that I'm being brave to talk about my things, but it's okay. Like we're so unique in our own ways. Like all four of you, we all have our own stories, and we all deal with our own things that we, might not like talking about, or we're afraid, or whatever it is. So that's my vision, is to make people feel comfortable. And then after Costa Rica, hopefully that I get the point across and I feel better about myself, and hopefully the meditating I'm doing and like being open about all that and all these different things in Costa Rica I'm going to do, hopefully makes me feel comfortable, betters me. And then ideally I want to help people. I want to rent a van, me and my buddy, and do all the states. Like with COVID now, I want to go to every state, and you know how catfish people like write out their stories to, this happened to me. I want people to write to me their own stories, where they are, and I want to show them kind of their surroundings, that, I'm their helping hand away. Like, you can tell me your story, you can trust me, and I can put it out there for them of like, you're not alone, because your story, we all have three different things, but it might relate to one, two, might relate to someone out there. So to show they're not alone, and it's okay to feel the way you are, because we all have that. So basically that's my goal, to just travel the country first, our United States, and then, travel around the world and help as many as I can. I don't give a fuck if I help one person. That's helping somebody, right? So that's what I want to do, and that's, the goal, to hopefully better people and be more comfortable within themselves.
I think that's a really cool idea, and I'm very excited to see what happens with it, because I think there's a lot of people out there that do struggle with stress and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Me being one of them. More recently, it's come out a lot, and just people don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
Everyone in the world is going through it.
Absolutely.
Just people don't, they feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said it multiple times before to Justin, like he knows I feel lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
Stress and anxiety is a huge thing.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's like who fucking cares if you think that, I'm acting a little soft, or if I'm too emotional, or, I'm this, if you're going to try to make fun of me, you're like a scumbag person. Like I care about people who want to be in my life for who I am, and not this picture I'm trying to paint of, who I'm trying to be. Because like my whole life, I feel like I've kind of act like a lie, not a lie, but like, I've always been, nothing bothers me. Like I'm always happy, this and that. So I think about like, would people actually like me the days when I am quiet and I'm not talking too much, or if I just want to sit in my house, or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like like I always had to be like, oh, like let's go to a bar setting because like I'm always happy and I'm always bringing the best out of people. But like, I want people to like me for who I am and not this fucking picture I used to paint for myself. So that's why I'm kind of happy that, you know, my personality showed a little bit on Below Deck, but now, you know, I want to show who I really am because people that follow me is like, oh, he's just this funny guy that, you know, flirty, but like he cares. You know, that's not all of me. That's a portion of me, and I want to show all of me to, you know, hopefully people can relate to.
So, being on Below Deck, would you say that being stuck on a boat helped or hindered your anxiety? Like, did it make it better or worse?
So, it was weird. I like I feel like when I'm alone, that's when my anxiety comes out the most. Like when I was on the boat, I'm surrounded by 10 people and we're constantly working. We're constantly going. I'm distracted.
Takes your mind off.
You know what I mean? But when you're sitting, you know, you're home and you have your own thoughts and like no one's to distract you or call. It's like, or like, you know, when you're talking, it's like, that's where everything comes in. Like I told you, like, I'm not, you know, anxiety about all these things. It's death, you know, that's my thing, death, right? So like anyone else, yours could be whatever, yours could be something, yours could be something. It's like this past 2 years I just been like, or I'd say more, a year and a half, I'm like, holy fuck. Like I think more with COVID happening too, it's like I see people dying, people in my life is dying that I never thought. So it's just scary to think about. And I feel like I'm getting more like spiritual now, like I've never was. So I'm just like I'm very open to like let my brain, you know, be creative that I never really let it be, because I feel like people would like judge me like, oh, like, what are you, spiritual? Or you think of this? Like I used to care. Now I don't give a fuck anymore. Like I am who I am. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, cool. You know, you don't deserve to be in my life.
Well, I think that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a name for your show. Do we know?
I'm gonna keep a name. I'm gonna keep it under the wraps right now.
We'll keep the name under wraps. I think one thing though that is kind of cool, I just want to pipe in from the production chair and toss out, is I think the first time Alex and I, actually the first couple times, like we like hung out and like talked and like even just like talked business and stuff, like we talked more like heart to heart shit and like talked like about life before we even like started talking about business or anything like that. I think that's kind of that's how we like felt out each other. Like we talked about personal and like human shit before we even mentioned anything we had in mind for like any business shit.
Absolutely. And girls, like you know, let me ask you girls, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you want to, you know, we're all getting older now. We're all what, high 20s, mid 20s, right? So like we want people who are actually genuine, like, you know, not bad people, because like we're trying to grow a life and a future with someone or a friend. So like I look at now, it's like, you know, if with me, if I think anyone, and that's why we came to Justin, if I think anyone's like not a genuine person or like not like just doesn't have a good heart and like tries to make fun of someone, like I don't want them in my life at all. Like if you like disrespect me in a way to make a joke, I cut you off. So it's like, I'm sure with boyfriends or anything, it's like, or any guy, if they fucking disrespect you once or anything, you don't want to put up with that, right? It's like, you can't, like, I feel like we're getting always like, let's self-respect, you know? Like, I didn't really respect myself as much back in the day as I do now. I don't know about you girls, but, you know,
I think,
Respect for myself.
yeah, absolutely,
I think,
right?
like, with age, especially with age, like, I think that you just kind of get to a point, like, where, like, life is short and there's absolutely like zero room, at least for me, for like negative energy. Like it's just life is just so much easier if you just have what you need and cut out what you don't.
Cut out the bullshit.
I agree. Well, cheers to that, ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm empty. I need a new.
We
Spilled that all.
Hey,
That got real deep real quick.
Turn around.
hey,
Yes,
hey,
podcast.
hey, I was gonna think like we just got really deep, but I think I just made 3 new friends because we just got deep. So I like that.
That sounds extremely
So
inappropriate.
back to this. Yeah, just kidding.
Just made 3 new friends. We got real deep.
Oh my god.
You had to bring
Stop
that in.
it.
We're doing so well.
Oh man.
So sorry. Well, let's get back to the show because I know that Dana has a lot of questions as well.
Yes,
Anything?
I have a bunch of questions.
Shoot.
But so how did you feel about Hannah?
I love Hannah. I think Hannah.
I love Hannah. She's like the only one that I follow really
I
from Below
think.
Deck.
I think.
Now you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, want to throw the follow back?
Yeah. Honestly, and this is not being. I don't know who follow. Like.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't.
Clearly didn't know that I follow you from the gym.
So I think Hannah is fucking. She's funny and she's quick. Like she doesn't give a fuck. Like she has the fuck you mentality too. It's like
Yeah.
if someone says something to her, she'll put you down or whatever. She's just good. Like she's not fake, and that's what I like about Hannah. She's no bullshit, not fake. So I love Hannah. Me and her were close on the show.
I started Below Deck at the beginning of quarantine.
Okay.
Because from the very beginning, watched season 1, episode 1 of Below Deck, and I fell in love with Kate. She was like Kate.
I love
Chastain.
Kate too.
She's the
She's
best.
my favorite.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
She's like such a bitch, but in a funny
such a
way. Has no like. And then I was like, "Who's this Hannah woman coming in on Below Deck Med?" And she quickly like became the same as Kate. I love Hannah.
The two of them together. I will say that I feel like on your season, and I am a huge Hannah stan, so I love her. She's phenomenal. But I feel like on your season, she was kind of giving up on Below Deck. Like she knew that her time like on the reality show was coming to an end. So I feel like she did in a way somewhat.
I don't think she knew her time was coming. No, seriously.
Did she try to flush all the drugs down the toilet?
I wasn't there, so
Did you ask her?
I don't know, but on that side of things, it's like go back to anxiety. She has her shit. Like you can have it, but you just got to check it into the bridge. And but I don't think it was ever. I don't think it would have been a big deal, but I just think that, the way it was shown, Bugsy came in and Hannah and Sandy didn't like each other, and it was a perfect excuse that Sandy could actually fire her because, like, at the end of the day, to fire people, that's on the production side. Even though they could hate someone, production is still going to keep these people together because it makes good TV.
Wasn't that breaking the law, though, what she did, not checking it in? So I feel like that's why she got fired, no?
Well, yeah. I mean, but, like, fuck. Like, all the boats I work on,
it was like a weed pen and Valium.
Yeah.
I think the Valium was, well, I guess weed, it's not.
Look, like if we weren't filming and you were on the boat and it happened, you wouldn't be fucking, realistically, you would not be fired. It could be a percent chance, but now it's out to the world and like, lawsuit, X, Y, and Z. It's like on big boats, like technically, or any boats, you can't have that, but it's like any job. It's like, you guys go to the office, you can't have weed on you, but how many people has a weed pen on them? It's like, if they find it, hey, just don't do this again. Basically,
but because
type
it's
things.
aired on.
Oh yeah, but in boats are also scared. It's a weird line depending on your captain. Like those captains, like say if they got pulled over, on the water and there's drugs on board, they get fucked because they're running the boat. So it just you feel it out.
Yeah, it was kind of like. At first when they did that, I was like, okay, they're being very dramatic about this. Like they could have just put it in, like logged it then and put it in the locker and then like it's said and done, whatever. But then the way Malia kind of said it, where she was like, I started smiling when I said Malia.
Yeah.
Do you not like Malia?
I love Malia.
That was one of my comments. Someone specifically responded to my question and said, Malia sucks. So I wanted to get your opinion.
She's the best. I love her.
The way she kind of put it was that like Hannah's in charge. If anything were to happen, she needs to like get all like everyone that's on board, like guests on board. She needs to get into a certain place, make sure they're safe, stuff like that. Like if she just like took a Valium and like also smoked a reed pen and then all of a sudden something happened, like she can't be like she can't be fucked up.
No.
Yeah.
In any way. So like it's like kind of like that's the way I understand it. Like it's like a safety issue in that regard. But I also feel like they were being really dramatic by firing her.
Well, I feel like she did kind of leave it. I'm not going to quote her. I'm going to quote her in a second. But she was like, she seemed like in good spirits when it ended in her last interview and things like that. And my favorite quote, I think, of the whole season, she's like, I really wanted to end it on a high note. She's like, not like that. I was like, boom.
Yeah, she's smart.
Mic drop.
Yeah, and during the season or during the reunion, she had a cup like I love Valium or something like that. She knows what she's doing. Like yeah.
And you know what?
Oh, but yeah, I saw it was I need a Valium or something.
Yeah.
We talked about Valium last time. Shove it up your butt.
So is that what it came? So does that make a difference?
Did you listen to our podcast last time?
No.
We had 40 listeners. Were you one of them?
40 listeners. Did you listen? The first sentence that started the podcast was, "You can shove anything up your butt if you try hard enough."
Wait, so you shoved a Valium up your ass?
No. So that's where I thought you give it to yourself.
I don't know how you got there. It's just like any other drug.
I don't know why.
Oh,
that's
you're
where my
maybe
head
thinking because like maybe it happens quicker because like people. I guess you can put tequila up
I
your ass.
don't know
Enema.
what I was thinking.
Didn't you think it was an enema?
But I know
The
you
topic
put that up
got
your
through
butt.
there, yeah.
I know, but I thought that. Glad we're redoing this again.
Oh, you want to hear something fucked up? Every time I hear enema, I always go back to the story when I was 11 years old. My mom thinks it's so fucking funny. My mom's crazy. So we're at CVS and I'm in this. Well, she's in the car. She goes, I need to get something like a water or a Gatorade, something. She goes, hey, like, can you go in the store and ask the guy like, go like to get me an enema, and like, and so I'm like, what's that? She goes, it's a candy bar, like whatever. So like, I'm in the candy section. So oh, you need help? I'm like, yeah, like, do you know where an enema is? And like, and they go like, what? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, my mom loves enema, so like, so like, you know, I'm thinking it's like an M&M type thing, whatever. And like, and the guys like laugh. I was like, oh, what? And like, I come back, like my face is red, and like people are laughing, but I don't know what they're laughing about. My mom's in the car, fucking on the phone, dying laughing, see me walking out, like I'm asking the whole story. Do you have an enema? You have an enema? Yeah, I was fucked up. My mom used to do crazy shit like that.
They're like, is your mom okay?
Yeah,
I love your mom.
Exactly. I come out with like 2 boxes.
Your mom sounds
Mom,
great.
can I have
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
too?
Well, the guy's like, is it for you? For my, I'm like, I don't know. Is it good? Like, maybe it's for me. Fuck.
Wow,
But that's
good
how that
stuff.
got brought up. But so let's talk about Malia because I love Malia.
You just get thrown at anything that comes with a butt. You're just thrown. Oh, actually, wait, no. It's not, no, nothing about that. So let me ask your girl's take. So if a guy has a hairy back, ew or like whatever. And when I mean hairy, it's like kind of a spotted and real. It's not like a carpet on the back, but it's like spots around.
Is this you asking for a friend again?
No, this is for me. This is all me. So, but I
So was
want.
it really a friend last time?
That's off topic. So like, what's your take on back hair with guys?
I think that
I
if it's
can't
not like a full blown carpet, then if it's not something that's noticeable,
Would you like us
what
to
the
live
fuck?
assess you? Do you just want to take your shirt off?
So no, so I got my back.
No, I absolutely do not.
No. Listen. This is where I'm going with. So I got my back lasered recently. I did my 3rd session last week. Back is super smooth. It's not bad. So if anyone wants to rub my back, it's very smooth. But the issue is where I got lasered, you know, where my short line is, it goes hair, like no hair. My ass is fucking, the line to my ass to my back is ridiculously scary. And I'll show you right now, like what I'm talking about. Tell me how bad this look is. Ready?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm so intrigued.
Oh my god.
Was your whole back like that?
Tan line.
Your whole back was like that?
No.
How hairy was your back?
So my back, I only had spots. Justin, you're a hairy guy, so I don't know if
he
you
doesn't have hair on his back. Yeah.
So I all I had was I had like behind my neck like a spot. I had on my like above my ass like a little spot, like basically where your tramp stamp is, and like a little kind of wings on the side, just rim spots. But I'm like, you know what, like every time I get my hair cut, like there's just shows like for my my back hair. I'm like, I just want it all done. And whatever, so I got it done. I'm like, oh fuck, this looks terrible because the line is perfect from my back to my ass. So I noticed that the other day. I'm like, oh no, I should have him like go down my ass. And like I remember I was playing hockey last week, and I'm in the shower with like 5 other dudes, and they go, what's good with your ass? I'm like, oh fuck. Like, so it's a weird look right now. What would you do if you're like with a guy and he's like naked? You just turn around. What's that perfect straight line to your ass?
I would definitely ask.
I would definitely ask.
But they would have to be like legit looking at it. You know, I feel like that would maybe be hard to notice if you're just.
What,
showing
so-
up
no,
with
No, I
someone.
think if he was fully like naked, like no pants or anything, you would be able to.
Yeah,
tell.
I'm saying like after sex, like I'm done. Like
Yeah.
I'm walking to the
That's what I
bathroom, and you just like look.
yeah,
You
true.
kind of look at my. You kind of like, oh, like
Okay.
let's see his ass walking out. You just see a perfect line.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I would immediately text all my friends.
Yeah.
Immediate.
This guy has a perfect line on his ass.
I think he shaves. Yeah, because if it would be one thing if it was like imperfect, because you're like, oh, like that's a little different. But then it's like a perfect, like straight.
But so the
line.
reason why is the lady asked me, goes, you want me to do your ass? I'm like, if you do my ass, you got to keep going down because like how weird would it look that now my thighs have
Then
the
your
perfect
thighs,
line
yeah.
and then my ass is perfectly
Then it turns
shaved.
into your entire body
Yeah.
has
It just
become
doesn't make-
lasered,
yeah,
and you're
it's-
just a
yeah.
seal.
I kind of fucked up on that one. I'm not saying I regret anything. I'm just
I think
saying.
you probably shouldn't have touched it because I don't think it's a big deal and there's like back hair.
But to me, you know,
I mean, if it's something that makes you feel
Just on,
better.
like your shoulders and the back of your neck, or was it like a deal to get your whole back done?
it was
it
like
was a full back deal.
well, like this company in Quincy, they were like, yeah, like I could have got everything, like anything I wanted. They go, yeah, like just put us in your story. So I have like 8 free sessions. Well, there are 8 sessions. They're all free, but I'm like, maybe they can like fade. We'll just do a little fade down
Fade
there.
the butt hair.
Yeah. So, but I thought about like my chest, everything's hairy too. I'm like, maybe I should have done that, but it would look weird if.
Do not get
Don't do
carried
your-
away.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I am a big guy. I'm a hairy guy. It would just look weird that my body type being completely hairless. I don't have a six pack. It just wouldn't go. But you know what I mean? It just wouldn't make sense to what's going on. Like look at this. Like look how hairy that's. Like I'm just a hairy fucking guy. It's fucked. And this is a perfect line. It looks like a t-shirt to my neck to my fucking
That is
chest.
kind of wild.
Yeah, it's.
Could you get that faded?
Nah, I'm just gonna leave that. I accept this. I accept the top.
thing with
I am
lace
comfortable.
backside-
I am comfortable with
backside
this.
is an issue.
Yeah, the shit I can't see, I don't like. I'm insecure about.
The thing with lasering, though, I don't think there is any sort of fade option. I think it is
Yeah.
like it's
No, it's
just
all or
all or
nothing.
nothing.
All or
Yeah, so
nothing.
you
But
have to be
they
very
should have went
careful.
lower at least to the butt crack. Like they have like 2 inches above. I just spelled above the butt crack. That's like it's kind of I don't know. Well, anyway,
As
that was
long
off
as it's
topic.
covered by your shorts.
I'm not sure how we
And
got
then,
to this.
I don't know.
How did this come up?
Talking about ass, I think again with Dana.
Oh,
Talking about-
we
enemas
were.
and Valium.
So sorry. All right, let's move on. Anyways,
Malia, can we please talk about Malia? I actually do want to talk
what else
about
do
her.
you have about Malia?
She's a bad bitch.
I
love
just want to be
Malia.
her. She's
I
like,
love Malia.
how tall is she?
5'1".
Oh, so cute.
She's honestly the
I
most.
hate
She
that-
was the most beautiful girl in the
Oh,
show.
I know.
She
She's so
100%
beautiful.
was.
She's tiny and cute. I'm so jealous of these girls
Yes.
that are like, I'm 5'8", which isn't even that tall.
Hey, you're tall as
And-
fuck. Just kidding. Joking.
And I just like was always so jealous of like I have a bunch of friends that are like really small. Like if I wear heels around them, I'm like just like my best friend is like 5 feet tall. Like I can't wear heels around them. They're like I
I
just
don't
look like
think
a
I want to
giant.
hear your giant problems.
What-
I'm really not
what-
empathetic to you.
No, I like it. Wait, hold-
But I'm just so I was
I-
saying I'm so envious of her because she's so tiny and cute and beautiful and just like so athletic and just so like
When she dove
bad
into that
bitch.
water,
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
oh I want
She
to
was,
be her.
she
right
was
there.
quick. I was right behind her. I'm like, she's way better.
no, and then you started going just like a little bit slower.
Yeah,
and you're like,
well, because she goes mic off, mic off. We had a very expensive fucking wires on. Like it was
She didn't give a shit.
Well, she ripped her off quick. I'm a bigger body. It's hard to reach around and like everything. She's like, bing off.
Oh, she looked like such a badass. She's like,
Yeah.
mic off, jumped in
Yeah.
the water. I was like,
No, she was. You know what's weird? Like she's one of those girls. Like when I first saw her, because like she was our boss. Like I never looked at her like oh she's hot. Like, I never looked at her that way. But I'm like the more I work with her, I'm like she's just like naturally beautiful. Like but I never had like a crush on her ever because I worked with her. Me and her were so tight. I'm like oh she's hot. Like super
Yeah,
good looking.
she's
But
very hot.
but it was just weird because like you know when you see someone you might have guy friends you never cross that line. Like, oh all girls think he's so hot. But like yeah I don't think he's hot. I'm just cool with him, right?
well,
That
there's
was
like
one of her things.
it's like I guess it's not different. It's just kind of the same. When you're on a boat, it's like office hot. Like there's someone who you can't tell whether they're really hot or you just see them every day and they're just like the
Yeah.
hottest person that you work with.
And
So
the more
like
they're talking to you,
and
yeah.
the more you work with them, the more you talk to them, they're like, is this person hot or are they just office hot? And then you just will like you literally never know until if you unfortunately cross that line or if you don't.
So who is the first office
Hold on.
hot
Can
guy
I
you met?
can I pause for a second?
Yes, you can pause for a
Producer,
second.
can you pay attention to what's going on? Shouldn't it keep going?
It hasn't been doing that for like 20 minutes.
yeah, look at the time.
It's not. Oh.
Time's moving.
The time's moving, but the screen's not.
Is the screen supposed to move? Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I'm just checking.
Would you look at that?
Don't tell him.
Yeah, this is my shit. So quick commercial. Welcome to Hedge Betters.
Oh,
It was
there it
sponsored
is.
by.
Oh, it's still
We don't have a
going.
sponsor.
Good job, babe. You're doing so
Hedge
good.
Betters.
Yeah,
We should have a sponsor.
Um,
Sorry, my love. I'm just making sure we're still recording.
Hey, you guys get it? Hey, I'm gonna have Justin cut out like the when we talk about enemas. Your first sponsor's gonna be an enema company. Like
my
lower
God.
the thing. You coming up? You going up?
Yeah, guys, you got a bunch of free enemas.
Oh,
Just
God.
come in.
Are
I
you
gotta
going
pop
out?
over.
Let's do this in the middle of a show.
Well, it's a good spot to edit. So.
all right, we can just
Sorry.
edit this. Is it still going? Is it still recording?
It's still recorded. It just makes it easier that way to like not have to cut up as much segments. I can just edit out one. each.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna go through your emails.
Do it. Give me some dirt.
First person that was office hot. I don't know.
What?
That's a good question. I don't know who the first person I thought was office hot.
Are we?
Are we off air now?
No, it's still
Hey,
recording,
hey,
but he's gonna edit
that's-
this
Still
out.
recording. It's fair game.
But we.
It's so
can
tough
have writing
that to like. I guess I can wait. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
So you know what's tough? Like hooking up with someone you work with is the worst fucking thing you can ever think of. Like I don't know like what your guys work wise, office wise, but like on boats or anything, it's like you work with someone. It's not only you just work with them, you fucking live with them. Yeah. So this girl you're talking to, yeah, there's no 2-year period before you move in together. You fucking live together, and it fucking sucks. That's why I don't do it. Like I've hooked up with a few girls on the boat, but I'm smart about it. I know like their time is like they might be leaving in a few weeks, whatever. It's like I could never do that because maybe it's my commitment issues. I don't know, but I don't want to get like involved in something that I don't know them yet. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could live with them yet.
Well, your dating is like your office dating is way different than someone else's office dating because you do live with them, and and you just misunderstand. Like you don't even know what they are in a different social atmosphere because like you just see them in the boat atmosphere, you know. And if you do choose to date someone in that same profession, realistically, how often would you even see them?
Like every fucking moment of the day.
But I'm saying if you guys are on different boats.
Oh, so
like
that's okay. So that's okay. Like when Tom and Malia, you know, I'll show them because you guys know them. Like they worked on separate boats and things like that. It's doable if the boats don't travel a lot. If they both know that they both take jobs that both boats are based out of Florida and like they have their, you know, they might not see each other for maybe a month or two if the boat goes to the Bahamas. Not a big deal. But like, yeah, you're good. So I think it's tough. Like, you know, like two different ways. Like I could never have a girlfriend working in yachting because I don't want to live with them. Like, and also if you're on two different boats, like I trust people a lot, but boating is such a flirting atmosphere. Like it's that like testosterone girls, like because you get so cooped up if you're working so much and you're living with these people, like the office hot, like you know that just takes over. So like even though you have a relationship, I've seen it so many times. The heavy flirting with, you know, if you work in a different boat, you'll never hear about, and like you'll start be trusting like, oh, you're gonna cheat, you're gonna whatever, which I've never cheated. I hate it. Like I fucking hate all of that. So I don't want to be put in a situation that, you know, my girlfriend works on a boat with someone and like just naturally have good chemistry and they're flirting and then something happens. I don't know. I just don't want to be part of that. It's tough. Like it's no real relationships work on boats ever.
Yeah, you have to. I think you just have to have the mutual understanding that you're just gonna hook up for however long.
Absolutely.
You can't, like Jess and Rob, like you can't just like be like, well, now I'm head over heels in love with you. It's just like that's. You have to have that mutual understanding going into it, and as long as you both have that.
He was dating someone when he was on the boat, but he was like, we're in an open relationship, and then that lasted for like a week. Oh, you got something.
Open relationship is the stupidest concept.
I've never heard of it. Like my thing is this: if I ever hook up with someone, like with anyone, like you know, like if we choose to hang out again, I would make it very known. I'm like, listen, you do your thing, I do my thing until we both think this is the right fit. You know, because I don't lead anyone on. I don't want to lead you on, like, and that's why it's like, it's just tough. It's like, you know, let's just call it what it is because people don't call it what it is in the beginning. So they have no idea. There's no guidelines of what's going on. So I believe if you hook up with someone, like, hey, like, if I actually really like you, or let's just take things slow and see where it goes because if there's expectations already, that's going to fucking fail. I don't know. My thing is I'm very open. For anyone I ever hook up with or go on a date with, I say what my life is, what I'm doing now, and if this is just a vibe, we can always vibe and like we can have that little moment, or we can take it serious, or probably it's not going to work out. I just want, like, I always say it that off the bat.
That's very good.
I try.
So, can you answer us a hot question now? Then, are you single or
are
you? Oh, okay,
yeah, I'm single. I've been single for like 3 years now. Like right before I got into yachting. Me and my ex-girlfriend, we dated for like a few years. Awesome person. But we just had two separate lives. She was getting ready for law school. I was so all over the place that what do I want to do with my life? Because I fucking hate school. I knew I was going to drop out. I don't know what I want to do, but I know I was a traveler. So we just made it very, you know, it was very mutual of like, hey, like I want you to go to law school. Like, and I was her first everything. I was her first boyfriend, virginity, like all that. I'm like, I want you to travel the world. Like, have dates, find someone else who isn't just me, right? Like find the good, the bad, whatever. And I'm like, I need to travel to find out who I am. So because I never wanted to, look in 10 years, say like we're getting married, and I don't want her to regret that I'm her only guy, and I don't want to say you held me back.
Oof, that's a very mature decision. Of you.
Yeah. So and we were fucking 21 when we said that, but like I feel like I've always been even. Like I would be 14 years old and I would work just to take a girl out to a restaurant in North End. I'm 14 and I would like, hey mom, can you drop me off? Because I feel like I was always an old soul, and like I just loved the idea of love and like people or whatever. So I was just always like that. So I always thought differently than like all my friends, right? But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'm completely single. Basically, short, long story, I'm single.
This I feel like we should have asked this in the very beginning, but how did you? So you knew you wanted to like travel and do that stuff, and then you were in yachting. Then you decided to, like, you had worked on yachts before, and then you decided to get into Below Deck. Like, how did the Bravo process work? Like, how did you decide to like apply?
I fucking I don't even like boats. Like I got in a yacht.
Let's start this off with I don't even like.
Yeah,
boats.
so I'm gonna tell you like how I got into yachting. Like my buddy was in the Marines in Italy, and I said my whole thing with the girlfriend I was going through, and I was like, yeah, he knew I was playing hockey in college, knew I fucking hated school, and he goes, yeah, buddy, I was just working in the Marines with was, was in Spain right now working on a private yacht. Like, dude, that's so you traveling the world, beautiful people, make very good money. I'm like, what's yachting? Like, us from this area, I know fucking fishing boats. I'm like, what do you mean? He tells me about it, do research. A week later, I'm like, this thing looks fucking cool. I dropped out of college. I started driving home from Philly. My mom was like, why are you coming home? I'm like, yeah, I just dropped out of college. I bought a one-way ticket to Florida. I leave on fucking Tuesday. She goes, no, seriously. I'm like, yeah. She goes, you fucking asshole. She goes, Alex, just make sure whatever you do, you fucking do it. Put you all into it and like, support yourself. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Did that. Worked on a boat for fucking like a year and a half. I got my first job when I flew out there. Just was, made a friend with some guy at the bar. And then he told me he was a chief engineer on a 200-foot boat. Gave me a job the next day, my first fucking day out there, because I was just rambling. He goes, dude, like, I think like I love your head. Like I love, you're confident in yourself, whatever. Got a job, and then fast forward, Joelle from Below Deck?
Mm-hmm.
So I met him at it was like a barbecue. We were at a barbecue, a bunch of all these boats there, a bunch of yachties. And everyone's like, oh, Joelle. I didn't watch the show. I don't know who Joelle is. Like, they were all like kind of sucking his dick of like, oh, like you're in yacht. Sorry for my language. But like everyone was fucking on his dick because he was on Below Deck, and like it was like whatever. And I'm like, I wouldn't fangirl anybody. I don't care who, maybe Tom Brady, but I don't care. I don't care who you are. So we both walk up to the cooler at the same time and get a beer. He goes, what's up, man? I'm Joelle. I'm like, hey, man, I'm Alex. He goes, what boat you on? I tell him I'm on whatever boat. I'm like, you? He goes, yeah, I'm on Below Deck. I'm like,
he was on it at the time?
He just finished filming his first episode, his first season. He was getting ready to film for a second season. I'm like, cool, man. I didn't really ask. And like, because like I'm a sarcastic prick, especially when I'm drinking. I'm like, he says again, I'm like, so what boat you on now? He goes, well, no, like, I was on the show. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not a girl. I'm not trying to hook up with you right now. Like, I'm like, do you want to have another beer? Because,
shoot it to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care where you want. Let's have a beer and we'll go like flirt with a few girls and have whatever. He starts talking about basically his life. We start talking. I got him fucking hammered. Like, I'm kind of a bad influence sometimes drinking. The next day, I get a DM. I guess he found me on social media. We didn't exchange anything. He goes, dude, I think you're fucking like hysterical and crazy, this and that. He goes, what a night we had. He goes, I know this sounds weird, but can I send your information out to Bravo? I'm like, oh, this guy fucking says this to everybody. And I'm like, yeah, sure, man. Like, not thinking anything of it. 2 weeks comes by. I'm back in Boston. I get a call from my LA number. It's like, hey, Joelle, send me your info. Like, we would love to have a Skype with you. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm like, when do you want to have a Skype? They go, well, we know it's last minute, but this was on Saturday, and they called me at noon. Can you do it tonight at 6 o'clock? I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm going to be fucking hammered.
On a
yeah,
Saturday?
yeah. I go, yeah, sure. But I don't think anything of it. So I go out with my boys from Southie, and it's like 5:30. Comes like, God, dude, I'm pretty wasted. I'm like, guys, I need to take the Skype. Like, can I go to one of your apartments and hop on your computer? They go, yeah, sure. So I go in, and when people do the interviews or whatever, they're dressed up, like nice shirt, dress, whatever. I'm wearing this fucking V-neck, chest hair hanging out, hair a mess, eyes a little fucking droopy, and like they start talking to me like we're telling stories. And I'm just very comfortable the way I'm talking now. Just like that's just who I am. Like I don't. So we hang up the phone call. They call me the next day. They go, Alex, The network loves you. You're fucking nuts. You don't care what you're saying. You were clearly drunk, and you were the first guy not to dress up and be prepared for an interview. But like they love it because you're.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So basically that just worked out, and next thing I know, I filmed it, and we filmed in September of 2019. So coming up on 2 years now, we filmed. Then it came out last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
That
That it
is
came out so
awesome.
you filmed so long ago. Yeah,
kind
that's
of-
really funny.
What kind of training do you have to go through? Because
Training.
I
Oh, I was like for TV. I was like
training for TV or
No,
just training
no,
for
no,
like
no, it
yachting. You didn't do anything.
You just kind of like went there and you were just what
So I flew. I flew.
just show up. There's some sort of training. is there not?
I should. The only thing you need to get into yachting is called an SCCW. It's just a safety background. It's $1,000. It's a 6-day course, Monday to Saturday, and that's all. And then like you basically if you don't know anyone, you live in a crew house, which I think of an Airbnb of could be 5 people, 10 people, 20 people. There's tons of crew houses in Fort Lauderdale, and like you network. Like you go out, you walk down the shipyards, you try to get a job. Like you make it. There's a website. Post on like Facebook on just basically your CV to get day work for daily work or jobs. And so when I flew down there on a Sunday, the Monday before work. I'm gonna send to the bar. This crew house had 15 people, and they go, "Hey man, like, do you like to gamble? There's a poker game and there's football on." Yeah, for sure. Patriots playing tonight. I'll play some poker. I'm fucking winning this big tournament. The guy I sat next to was basically asking what I'm doing. I told him what I want to do, and then he goes, "Here's my info. You finish your course on Saturday. You start working with me 6 a.m. on Sunday." So that was my first job. I got my job before I even started my course. But yeah, you just take a 1 week course, and that's that. So I tell people, if you want to get in a yacht and get shit faced and talk to random people at bars,
So you just cross paths with like all of the, right people.
it seems like the stars aligned.
Yeah,
it's
for real.
literally networking. It's like even what you guys are doing now with your podcast. Like, you just got to be authentic in yourself. You can't worry about what people are gonna think of you.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. Just because you like ass shit, who cares? It's fine. Not a big deal.
He's talking directly to you, Dana.
Yeah, I'm coming right at your throat.
You own that butt stuff,
Yeah.
girl.
Hey, all right.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but like, serious.
It's okay. Like I said, the blacklist is just growing and growing of who cannot listen to this.
Because please do not come on this podcast. You guys actually like tomorrow, like I'm blocked on all social media. Like the no episode came out. Like, sorry
We're
guys.
not
like,
airing.
episode
Dana's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I actually didn't really like it."
yeah. Episode 2 did not work out.
Can I ask another question?
Ask me whatever you want.
Okay. So again, I just binged all of this, and so this was towards obviously the beginning of the season, but the member that had, I think, like the sweetest place in my heart was
Kiko?
Kiko.
Chef Kiko.
Was his food that bad?
No, Kiko. Listen.
Are you being polite?
stressed.
No.
Oh my god.
I like never get emotional. I like almost cried when
My mom
Kiko
cried.
left.
My mom cried.
He was so sad, so passionate, gave it his all, and
Kiko
felt so
is
bad.
the best. No, his
I know.
he just there's just difference, right? Like, he didn't expect like working as a chef on a boat is hard as it is. Working a chef on a fucking TV show that is they set you up for failure. Like, it's so quick turnarounds, provisions, everything's last minute. You're cooking. You're not used to cooking for 20 people with 8 guests, 12 crew. It's just 3 meals. It just he got overwhelmed. And he broke, but his food was good. But like, what he's doing now, he's with his girlfriend working on a sailboat. That's just speed, smaller group, and he's fucking loving life. He like FaceTimed me the other day. He's the best every time. Should we FaceTime him?
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, every.
Love Kiko.
Let me get my phone right there. We'll see if he
Oh
answers.
my god.
So
I am gonna freak out.
like, so
Joking, right?
every
So most animated I've ever seen.
so
Molly.
every time he answers, I have to do it on WhatsApp. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, he's just
Is he actually gonna answer right now?
What time is it? 8:30? I mean, if he's just not on charter.
Oh my god, I'm
let's
so
see.
intrigued.
I will
I'm
drop
gonna
to the
record
ground.
it just so you know.
I will drop
Huh?
to the ground.
But yeah, he's the best. I mean, they're just like, there's no one like him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He just seemed like
Such
such
a
a
sweetie.
genuine person. And that's what everyone on the boat, they're like, "You're such a great person." I'm like, then don't fucking fire him.
Yeah, and then
Let him stay then. Like, god
Sandy,
damn it.
Sandy knew that she was gonna fire him. I don't want to pick up while I'm talking about him being fired.
Let's talk about
No, you can. Let's see. I don't know if he answered. I probably gotta probably pre-warn him, but this could be a failure. He doesn't answer. But Oh, he's actually in the Bahamas right now, so it'd be sick if he answers right on the water. I'll text him so call me.
But if
I know when he does.
Sandy was like, okay, like you're gonna be fired, but you have to work the next like 2 days or something, or like day and a half, and like he was like, I'm crying in his bunk, and I was like, no.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
his tears like.
And then when he left, that's when Hannah was just like having a panic attack because
Yeah.
they were the closest on the boat.
She loved him.
That honestly,
They loved each other.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
good together. Well, they bonded over the mutual hate of one person, and that really brings people together.
Who they hate?
Bugsy. Right?
No,
Better watch your
no.
mouth when you say her name.
No,
Oh, Hannah hated Bugsy.
It was
no, it was not.
Yeah,
it
no,
was
it wasn't.
no. It was
Laura.
Laura.
You forgot
Bugs.
Oh,
And
Laura.
Bugs.
And Bugs.
She was.
So-
But I'm saying
yeah.
their first mutual bond
Yeah,
was
I
over
know.
Laura
But
or whatever
Pete
the fuck
loved
her name was.
her.
She was. Oh my god, Pete cried when she left.
Dude,
I couldn't.
so Pete went to
real?
Pete went to Italy after we were filming.
did?
Oh my god, yeah. After the filming, he went to Italy. Like, and they didn't edit him out. They would have shown like him going to Italy. Went to Italy. He would FaceTime me, and him just being a porn star would just send me shit. But like, it was just yeah.
Okay, you keep saying that he's a porn. Does he literally do porn?
Should we call Pete?
No. Okay. Yeah, let's call Pete. Let's call.
I go Pete. Like
Can
what?
you FaceTime
Yeah.
me?
Make sure he's not doing porn.
Well, if
Yeah, I
you,
know. What are you gonna say? Prove it.
let's see. Pete, don't. Hey, hey, brother. So I'm on a I'm on a podcast right now. I'm with a few of the girls. They said they love you. But
Hello.
are you with a cat right now?
Yeah.
All right. So the real question is, like we're talking about you with OnlyFans. Do you consider yourself a porn star or no?
Am I a porn star? I mean, yeah, I guess I make a lot of people happy. So it's cool.
So like, huh?
Guys, girls, doesn't matter. I like to make everybody happy. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I was trying to tell him, I'm like, he's a people pleaser. It doesn't matter if he's, cum shots on the face. Like he expresses who he is in this video.
It's all human over here.
Oh, also they want to know, was it real with Laura? Did you actually like
Did you
Laura?
actually cry when she left? I
I
understand emotions sometimes run high, but that seems aggressive.
I did actually. And then, but listen, I mean, they flew out to spend a week with her, and I mean, whew, we had a good time.
So how was Italy with her? Perfect. Everything you ever wanted.
Oh my goodness, everything I could ever imagine. It was great.
All
We
right.
drank wine, cheese. We had a blast. We had amazing dinners. And,
Great sex.
All right, brother. Sorry to put you on the spot real quick. I just I know you're open.
with my therapy animal, I love you. Goodbye.
Later, brother. So he's a good sport.
Okay, so that
Is he just hanging out with a cat?
Yeah. He told me he bought a cat last week just for himself. That's Pete. And he just has a little kid.
He's like, hello.
Yeah.
Petting his cat.
Dude,
What's that?
I totally, like, if you understand in 10 seconds, he's just his own person. He's just a great guy and doesn't fucking care. But he's also bad. He's crazy.
He really cracks me up.
Laura. I want to talk more about Laura.
Lara.
Laura. Sorry,
I
not
don't know. I
Laura.
don't know how to say
I
that.
would also like to point out that he called her Lana for like the
Yes, he kept calling her Lana.
and then he cried when she left. I was like, oh, Pete.
I laughed so hard when she
I
cried.
didn't even know her name.
It was, none of us knew her name, and it was fucking hysterical.
She was a.
Yeah,
I mean, so Andy, my boyfriend, doesn't really didn't really like Hannah. He thought she was a huge bitch. But I liked that about her. I thought she was very funny that way. He didn't like her, so he was like, this woman sticking up for herself, like, this is hilarious. And I was like, I guess, but she's also just being just an asshole to her boss. Like, you
Really
can't
was.
do that.
No.
Like, in any work setting ever, you can't just say that stuff to your boss.
no,
And her
yeah.
attitude, even when Captain Sandy like sat down with her and Hannah, and she like
Yeah.
started laughing, and I was like, I had to hold my breath. I was like, oh my god, Captain Sandy's gonna lose her shit right now.
Like, where I don't know where she got off. Like, I don't know why she didn't expect to be fired right away.
See,
You can't just do
yeah.
that.
It was bad, but you know what's funny? Like,
It's great TV.
yeah, it is good TV. I thought, like, I'm surprised Jess lasted out because I thought Sandy was gonna crack her in like this show, but like Jess, Jess just has a great attitude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well,
I think it's because her and Hannah made a bond. And
oh
Hannah,
my god,
Hannah loved her.
it's sickening the bonds you make on the boat and like the teaming up against people. Like being that person on the outside, like that must suck.
Oh yeah.
But who really was there really a person that was on the outside your season?
Well, at first was Laura.
Right.
Laura, whatever.
Lana.
Lana.
It was her,
Laurie.
and then it was tough because like Kiko left at the same time and Hannah left, and like Bugsy was really good at when she stepped in. Like she wanted to make it whole. Of like, hey, like Jess, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna make you try to look you good at making tables. Like I'm not gonna talk down to you because Sandy was kind of talking down to her. So Bugsy was really good in the interior of making that a team and not feeling uncomfortable. Outside, fuck, you guys, the show would have been so different. Pete didn't get edited out. The drama with him and Malia and Rob, and they would have shown things with me and him, but
I can only
was
imagine
crazy.
because he was so annoying, and I'm not gonna be the girl that's like gets pissed off when guys like say things to her, but the amount of times that he said sweetie
That
and
bugs me too.
sweetheart, and I was like,
that's cringy.
oh my god, I wanted to punch him for her.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Like when she was like, I'm not your sweetie, don't say that to me ever again. Like that's when I was like, thank God, finally. Like
I
it kept
was
going.
so-
Yeah.
I was cracking up when she was like, and he's like, "Who said sweetie? I don't know."
Yeah. And Malia was like,
It's like,
is he
buddy,
serious?
you
Is that a joke?
He really did crack me up.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Are you going to the bathroom now?
break.
I'm sorry. Are we
Oh,
taking
we
a
are
break?
taking a
Oh,
break?
okay.
Okay, well, I was just gonna crawl and let you guys.
Oh, it's
keep
okay.
going.
We'll take another
Yeah.
break.
Kiko just said, "Call you later, brother." At middle of the ocean, no service.
Call us now, Kiko. Take a picture of Molly waving. Hi,
Hi, Kiko.
Kiko. All right, I have some legitimate questions and a little game for us to play, and then we can probably wrap things
Well,
up.
so all right. So I was gonna say at this point, right? So even
Yeah, but you have a lot of editing to do, Justin.
Yeah.
but you.
So you're gonna be up
I'm
pretty
gonna,
late.
I'm gonna get a text from Dana with like she's gonna be like, "Can you edit out from 30 seconds
No,
to
that
an
no,
hour and a half?"
no. There are only a few things.
No, so all right. So realistically,
Any comment about that stuff?
but I was thinking because this is kind of like a longer episode. I could break it up into like 2 40-minute shows, and we could do the first half, and then we could record a quick clip like where it's like, "Hey, like, thanks for tuning in. Like, to hear the rest of like Alex's story, like, tune into the next episode or like something like that." We could break it up. I mean, unless you guys want to put out an episode that's like an hour and a half long.
Well, you're gonna cut a lot of this out. I feel like not a lot, but you're gonna make cuts.
Well, look, we're at an
so
hour-
it's gonna be like 45 minutes to an hour. I feel like.
Well, so we're at an hour and a half now. We probably have like 10
You wanna
minutes.
just walk
I want to walk around.
Do you want to get home?
Dude, I'm telling you, I feel like you gotta start putting this shit on like YouTube.
I'm gonna put it on YouTube for sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
recorded?
sync it and I'm gonna put it.
Record
Yeah.
for herself. Just watches it along.
Yeah.
We go home and watch this at the end of the night. This is our entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I'm letting this all go. And actually, so this is the first episode. So, like I told you guys, like I was just trying to get the episodes out there, like even like Andy's show, like the MMA guys. But like this episode and then Andy's episode tomorrow is gonna be the first shows that I'm sending off to. Like a new guy up in New York he's gonna add like sound effects, audio files, like edit like how the voices all sound, all that stuff. So this will actually sound like when it comes out like a professionally produced episode.
Are those the cameras expensive?
That was like 900. It's not crazy.
No, yeah. I was gonna say like down the road if you guys like start like making money off, it's like having one camera each side, like, just 2 cameras.
That's what we want to do, so you can go
edit
back and forth between angles. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
thinking out loud.
Oh yeah.
We'll get there. Give it time.
It's no, honestly, we do want to do it. The only thing is, that one.
Pete's fucking crazy. You know what he just texted me?
What is that?
If any of them are single and want a lavish weekend in Fort Lauderdale to see their soulmate, she might contact. Thank you, love you. Give me a kissy face. He's ruthless.
If any of them are single.
What a gem.
Sorry to break his heart.
Yeah.
We all have boyfriends.
Here's the thing. I feel like the show, like, I get he made a couple of off-putting comments, but I feel like the show purposely set him up for failure. Like,
Oh,
to look
he
like,
was the Mike the situation,
Yeah.
you know, like.
In a good way. And the whole his comment thing, which I did actually see what he posted, a little fucked up.
Oh yeah, for
His
sure.
racist thing.
Oh,
But-
what did he
But
post?
his
We can look at the
It was
picture.
kind of funny. We were laughing.
It was
at
kind of funny, but like a little fucked
So,
up, so I get it.
in his head, if you understand this, like, because like he's a sex addict, and so in his head, he goes like he didn't see it as racist. He saw it as like a black girl chained up, and it said when the black guy doesn't hit it right, you find a Caucasian named Peter at Whole Foods. His name was in it, so we thought it was funny. Yeah. It was
I
like,
can see that.
Okay, now I see why
and
they
there was a black girl
took him
chained
out.
up with a gag in her mouth. I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
yeah. And but like, and there was someone who posted it right when it happened. He did this months before the Black Lives Matter thing last summer, and this Bravo twin sister account, whatever, saved it, and then when the show aired, put it out there, and it canceled it.
That's fucking rough. You go on this show thinking it's just gonna be something totally different. You never think that it would be something like that.
In a
That's
weird way,
sick.
I can honestly tell you, him getting fired is the best thing rather than him playing out the rest of the season.
Getting it
Because
aired.
people kind of forgot about him, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you get like when you think and when people talk about Below Deck now, they're talking about the ends of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, look, that happened. They don't talk about what happened in the beginning.
Right.
So kind of Pete kind of is a
The least
thought.
negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So at the time, it sucked for him, but afterwards, I'm like, right now, just chilling. He's fine. Cause like,
But so even after he got fired from the show, he had to work on the boat, right?
He never. So I had to Google it.
So he
Yeah.
we filmed, and then we filmed everything.
He was on the
9
whole
months
time.
9 months later, the show. So we finished everything. The show was edited, whatever. 9 months later, the show starts airing, and then like he was 4 episodes in. After 4 episodes in, his photo got leaked that he posted or whatever story, and then they had to redo it. So yeah, we filmed everything.
Yeah.
And then a year later, shit came out.
Because that's what Alyssa said. She was like, "Did you notice the first time around that after episode like 4 or 5, they just stopped showing Pete?" And I was like, "I guess I didn't, but now that you say that, yeah."
I Googled it. I was like, did he get fired? Where did he go?
Just sent a photo of his food.
It looks good. Shouldn't have gotten fired.
Kiko. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is.
Oh my god.
I'm always like, it's happening.
Kiko, I'm with a few girls who want to say hi. We're doing a podcast.
Hello.
Hi,
So we just want to say we love you, and we're talking about you, and your food looks great right now. I can't wait to kiss you soon. And if they all didn't have boyfriends, they would want to date you.
Yes, we
Me
love
too.
Kiko. We love Kiko. Absolutely, absolutely.
Solely for the food.
Yes.
Just so you can cook for me. All right.
So sweet.
Let's move on. I have a little game for Dana and or Alex now. I'm kind of intrigued.
Not Molly though.
What am I doing here?
I specifically came up with this for Dana
Okay.
because we'll get into it. Oh no, you're playing too. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't want to play anymore. It's okay.
Oh, you don't want me? I don't want to do it.
I still have more questions
Oh, ask your questions. Then we'll play our
that
little
we
game.
can get to.
Just making myself comfortable over here. Don't mind me.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
We have a shift back.
Actually, maybe we kind of. Oh, do you want to be a captain one day?
Fuck no, I don't like boats.
Okay.
No.
Do
Like,
you do you still work on boats? Do you
uh,
still want to work on boats? No.
nah. I mean, no. I only worked on boats because I wanted, and that was rude of me how I answered that. I'm sorry, Dana. I feel like we came a long way since the beginning, but no, I only worked in boats to travel the world and like whatever. I didn't get in boats because I like the passion of the water. I just like new places and working for like billionaires and hopefully be something. But
Yeah.
no, right now my passion, what I talked about earlier, is the Costa Rica and traveling around the world. But no, it's good money. If I'm ever in a pinch, like I ever need to do that, yes, but I probably won't do it anytime soon unless Bravo hit me up to do another season. So no, I don't want to be a captain.
Okay. And then, how well have you gotten to know any other Bravo celebrities?
So me and Heather Gay from Real Housewife of Salt Lake City. I don't know if you know her.
Yes.
I don't watch Salt Lake City, so I have.
I
no
watched I watched part of that season.
So she's the only person outside of any Below Deck. She's the only person I know because I don't watch like any reality TV. But me and her I was on a Christmas special on Andy Cohen. I had to wear like this like Santa outfit that had fake abs on it, and like I was so like like all these people are dressed up, like everyone from like all these Bravo people of how like. Housewives and all other shows were on it, and I go on the show. Like Bravo sent me a fucking onesie, like with fake abs on, wearing a fucking Santa hat and a beard. I go on. It was the 12 days of Christmas, so everyone was on, had their 2 minutes to talk. I come on, everyone's wearing a shirt and tie. who the fuck is this kid? I'm drinking Bailey's out of a cup. I'll show you my outfit. I'm drinking Bailey's out of a cup with a Santa outfit. And Andy Cohen was like, Alex, you're single. You like older girls. Heather Gay, you like younger guys. And so like me being sarcastically, yeah, Heather, like, let's go on a date. Can't wait, X, Y, and Z. And then like we all on social media, like we fuck around. We do Instagram lives together. When I get my back waxed or lasered, I usually bust her on IG live because like, she has her own.
She has her own thing.
So yeah, but she's like, I FaceTimed her the other night because she was filming and me just a clout chaser just fucking around like got on. But yeah, no, that's basically it.
She's hilarious.
Hysterical.
She's
Hysterical.
so funny.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about the Jen Shaw stuff from Salt Lake City? Or you don't know
Who's
any of
that?
that?
No, I don't
She's
know
on
any.
Salt Lake City, but
There was 3 girls. So when I
Oh.
FaceTimed her the other day,
she was like arrested on.
there was
You gotta look into that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was actually whatever I just said. We got to cut that out because I can't say they're filming right now. I'll get in trouble. Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. I just thought about that. Bravo would fucking come at me and kill me.
What exactly did you say? That
I just said they were filming, whatever.
We're at 135.
But yeah, I mean, the one time I FaceTimed her, she was with like 3 girls. One was like super tan with like fake boobs. One was blonde. That's
That
all
could
I
be
know.
like any of them.
Yeah, that's true. I guess
Every single house.
I guess that was bad, but yeah, no, I don't know any of them.
Okay. All right, those are my questions.
That's it.
I
That's
thought I
all
had a
got
lot
me.
more. We covered all of them
Anyone
throughout
else?
the.
Molly, do you have any questions?
No, I
You've
know.
been
I feel
talking.
like now I can't think of them, but I
Okay.
came in with so many.
I have a question. I have another question.
Yeah, shoot.
So I want to be on Below Deck,
Okay.
but I don't want to be third stew because I can't do laundry, and I'm really bad at what a third stew would do. But I'm totally down to like be the bitch. I guess
That's
is
third stew.
yeah. I need to be on service because I've only ever been a waitress, really. So that's what I know how to
So
do.
you want to go on below deck just to be a server, and
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I
so,
need to
that
jump
would
to
never
seconds too,
So okay,
without the qualifications.
yep, no qualifications, no nothing but boat. Just work on the
But
boat.
just because I can't do laundry
But let me ask you
and
this:
stuff.
so what happens? Like you have a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
What happens is a guy flirts with you, and now you're getting filmed on TV, even though you're faithful to your boyfriend. Guy keeps flirting with you.
So,
Then
yeah,
they-
I know.
then they-
Production's gonna twist
production.
it.
They twist it like, and you guys might have some laughs because this guy's super cool, but you're not into him. But you laugh, but it shows you're flirty. Now you're afraid your boyfriend's like, oh, you're flirting, you're cheating on me, X, Y, and Z, and then you don't know anything about boats. You look stupid. Now your whole life on Bravo TV is ruined.
I mean, okay, yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just fucking with you.
realistically, this would never happen to me.
Everyone says that, so I want to go on TV, and I say this point right there. They go, I don't want to go on anymore. You're
No,
right. I never want
You
to go
just
on.
wanted to be a server. Now
Re-
your whole life is in shambles.
Realistically, I knew this would never happen. What I really want, I wish that I knew about this in
It just came out your throat, David. Sorry.
what I so
I didn't mean it
my
at all.
I didn't know I want to be below
I
deck anymore.
absolutely take everything I just said back.
so what I wish I knew is so I graduated UMass Amherst. My best friend and I that lived together for like 6 years. We're like, we're gonna move somewhere. We want to we don't want to go straight to a job. Like we both don't know what we want to do. We want to like move somewhere, like travel, but like we were both too scared to like leave Massachusetts. So we went to Martha's Vineyard.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the farthest you got.
We went to Nancy's in Oak Bluffs.
Oh, a dirty banana
Yeah.
all fucking
So,
day.
but we were like, why did no one ever like you said in Boston, like we don't know about this stuff. Like we never knew about this. And I wish we knew about it then because we totally would have just done it. We just didn't know what else to do, so we went to Martha's Vineyard, and we just lived there and worked there. And I was
So-
Honestly, that's a good
I was a
fucking
bartender
time,
there,
though.
and it was so much fun. And we like lived in a house like with all these other servers. Like it was so much fun, and it was like, but we weren't being filmed, thank God. But
You basically did Below
So
Deck
it was
and
a-
or a reality
so it
show
was a re-
without being
so-
we
filmed.
should have been filmed. We should have been
So-
filmed. One of my roommates
I'll say
tried to beat the other one up, and they both were in jail. And then one got a restraining order while living in our house. And I was like, "You can't get a restraining order from someone you literally live with. That how does that work?"
Oh my god.
It was wild. We should have been filmed. Thank God we weren't, but we should have been.
What the fuck?
But
So it was
feel
Real
like we need
House.
to dive
So it
farther
was
than
Real Housewife.
so
Or real.
I just
real
wish
world.
that I just wish that I knew about that years and years ago. And I also would want to just be seconds too. I can't be thirds too.
How do you
Gotcha.
not be third stew? How do you just jump?
Yeah, is there a way to do that? No, you have to work your way
you
up.
have to be qualified because you have to properly know you're a housekeeper also. So like usually the chief stew is on service of like they're the face of the crew, so like they're gonna be.
Oh, okay. I want to be
serving.
chief stew then.
Yeah.
How do you jump from having zero qualifications
but
to
now
chief
but now
stew?
you need to know everything with housekeeping, properly iron, what to do, where does this go, how it's such a different world working on yachts and like how you have to treat these people than just being. You're not just serving people. It's every little aspect. It's crazy.
I feel like I could do it. I graduated as a hospitality major. I worked at the Masters.
Ooh.
I feel like I could come
Green
in and
jacket?
probably jump from.
I would be the fucking worst.
I would be
be their worst nightmare. I am so slow. I'm so clumsy. I'm definitely not a perfectionist.
So
That's just my life in a
let me
nutshell.
ask you girls, what was your favorite scene or favorite part, especially for my season, since you guys watched it? What was like, of anyone, like what was like the funniest whatever thing? Yes. Hand up.
Thank you. It was you.
No, I'm not. No. I'm saying like what like something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, this is the story.
Oh, okay. I think you're just saying me. That's what I'm like. Well, I love this show.
And I'm not even just saying it because you're here in front of us, but I was like, oh my God, I should know what episode and what time it is so we could play it back, but I won't do that. But it was after you guys had gone out, and it was before you and Bugs had ever like kissed or anything. And
Are you gonna say the hot tub?
you're all no, so it's after the hot tub, and they're like downstairs in the kitchen area, and you're like, Bugs, good night, and like you're clearly wicked fucked up.
Oh
And
my
then
God, this is
she
cringy. I
gets
know.
up- she gets up to walk away, and then you're like, Bugs. And she comes back, and you're like, I really just appreciate, I really like working together. I really thank you. Like you're on this like roll, and I'm like, oh my God. And then it goes to your interview, and you're like, I wish that someone just had like a light to be like, buddy, slow down. He's like, I'm going 90 through a red light.
So that wasn't the hot tub scene. That was like the next night out, because the hot tub night was. I remember like I tucked her in, kind of walked out of the room because I didn't want to be creepy or anything, because I'm not.
Respectable.
But so I just remember I watched that back because I obviously don't remember that at all what I did. And like, how many moments have you been with the guys like before? Like maybe if you're with your boyfriends now or anything, like guys, you're just having the drunk combo. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
And that's me, because like a lot of them, like no one really drank that hard. Like I didn't care because everyone was very conscious of like being filmed. So I would just get like blackout and like just literally like we're all from the same area, so we get how we are, and it just fucks up. I'm like blah, blah, blah. Like what the fuck are you saying, Alex?
I was so proud when you're like, good night. I was like, wait, no way. And then you're like, Bugs. I was like, there it is.
Yeah, that's a social mentality we all know. Hey,
I take it back. Come back.
That's Tommy Troy in a nutshell.
That's Tommy Troy 101.
Tommy
right?
Troy 101. And then like, all right, whatever.
Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh man. Yeah, that was my cringy scene. And then I had one more cringy scene watching back was we were at the end of the season, we're all at dinner, and like Aisha goes, oh, so like what's the deal with you guys? Sexual tension? I was like, oh, like no, like we like each other, whatever. And Bugsy just didn't say a word and just drank a thing, and it got super awkward at dinner. And I was like this, like, oh, I hate myself, bite my tongue. And then she like they didn't show on camera, like, I'm so sorry, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, yeah,
I completely forgot about Aisha coming on at the end.
Aisha's the
love
fucking
Aisha.
best.
Love her.
She's so funny.
She's crazy.
You can't understand 80% of what comes out of her mouth. She's the
crazy.
literal
She's
best.
wild. I
She's
loved her.
crazy.
I loved her on the first season she was on when she dated that guy.
Jack.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yep.
curly hair guy.
Yep.
They fell mad in love too.
Yeah, and
it
then
must
he
just
like
be
did he like asked her out
romances.
like very romantically. That
They
was
were
nice. That was
really
very
cute together, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fucking funny. I remember her first day, she was talking about sex with us, and she just doesn't care. You just know, like she just goes, yo, what's up? You like, she's like, what's up? You fucking, I'm not gonna C word, this and that. Like, just has no filter to what she says. And she goes like she'll slap me on the ass. And, ooh, she goes, what? You don't like getting pegged? I'm like, what? And, like she has no filter. I'm like,
she's
yeah.
like what I would say is a very free spirit.
oh, she's awesome.
Free and
Very
free
free
and wild.
spirit.
Yes. She was awesome. She's very funny.
Big fan of her. Big fan of the whole season, honestly. The whole season was great.
I think that's why me and her vibed a lot, because we both don't fucking. Clearly, you guys probably know now. Like, wow, he's actually a psychopath. I don't care what I say. Like, she was the same way.
What were your favorite parts?
Mine?
Yeah.
I can't think of one off the
Kiko?
top of my head.
Anytime Kiko laughed.
It might have been for me. It might have been when Millie. It was like, make off, and she just like looked so awesome.
Yeah.
She
So
just
she's
put them on. I was
badass.
like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh
my God, I wanna be here so
You
bad.
want to be
I want to
Malia.
be here so bad.
I'm like, you
This
kinda
is
dress
so
like it.
embarrassing. I'm like,
Kind of dress like you. Kind of look
You
like Malia.
honestly, you kind
You
of
do.
No, seriously, like when you said, I'm like, oh, you kind of do kind of resemble Malia.
That's crazy.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
I'm sobbing. Oh my God, guys,
Stop it.
Tears are coming down.
Stop it.
What a compliment you
no, I just cry when I laugh. It's like bizarre.
Oh, yeah,
When I
you did
laugh
that last time.
Yeah, when I laugh, I start like sobbing.
Literal tears.
Can't believe it's already almost 9 o'clock.
I know.
All right, you want to wrap it up? Hold on, I actually have
Whatever, yeah.
genuine questions.
Is this your game?
My
What was the
questions
first
were
hour and
genuine.
45? No.
I actually care now.
None of those were genuine questions. No, so this was just a fun game because I feel like the last podcast you specifically said, and I don't know if you just said that you were like a below deck fanatic or if you were like the yachting fanatic. So the amount, yes, it might have just been that you love below deck that much. So I got terms from below deck that technically Alex should know, but now that he said he had zero training, I want to know if he actually knows them. Boating
Fake
terms.
it till you make it mentality.
Actual boating terms. So I want to know if you guys actually know.
Oh, probably not. Okay.
Okay.
This is the game that I'm not a part of.
Oh, this is a part. Molly, you are the biggest part of this game. Okay. The aft. Don't answer
I know.
this.
I
You
know.
have to wait until
I
they
know.
answer.
Aft deck.
Okay.
Aft deck.
What is that?
It's one of the decks.
Molly?
And
Any
maybe,
guesses?
maybe it's like the sun deck. The aft deck is where they go and like party and like chill in the afternoon.
Is it like the little alcove?
Is it the half deck? Is there a half deck?
So the aft deck is considered the first level and back, like
In
the
the
furthest back. The aft is like the furthest back of the boat, and that's like the aft deck, like where you eat, like the furthest back dining room area outside.
So he does know something.
I know all of
Okay.
these
He
fucking
did get training.
questions.
Thank you. Okay. The port.
Oh, isn't that one of the sides?
Yep. What side?
You got a
Just take a
50-50
guess.
here.
Be confident with it.
Do I have a 50-50 shot
You
here?
got 50-50 is one of the sides.
The left-hand side.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
And little,
So I can do it. I
a
can
little
be
reason
to.
people always say, remember port. Remember, there's 4 letters, and 4 letters in left, 4 letters in port. That's left
Ooh.
port. Then starboard side is the right side.
Right. That was the
Good
next
trick.
question, so thank you.
The right side.
So he goes, I got this one. Bow. Pick on me. Pick me.
No, it's bow. It's bow.
One of them was bow. I was going to ask you, but that's kind of a dead giveaway.
The front of the boat.
Yep.
Oh, I
Yes,
got
say that with far more confidence.
It was
It's
not
the front
her,
of
it
the
was
boat.
me.
Good job, Molly. I'm so glad
Thank
you're
you.
participating. I have
Don't
an,
just look at Dana.
an actual. I'm so make eye contact. What does like the shackles mean? So like when they drop the anchor, and they're like, "All right, Captain, that's 3 shackles." What does that
yeah.
mean?
So shackles mean, so basically it's color coded. So like say
that's what I
say the
thought.
anchor is 400 feet long. So basically it's divided in maybe 100 feet increments or whatever it is. So 2 shackles, that's 200 feet, right? So 3 shackles put out 300 feet of water. So yeah, shackles just is the amount, like, so we know it, like boats are different, the chains, like we know how many feet apart each shackle is, so we know how much
Like how
chain we're
deep.
putting in. Yeah, so we're in 20 feet of water, you know, it could be put out 2 shackles, 200 feet.
Every single time they filmed that, I would closely look at the camera and try to figure out
what it meant.
and what the
No
continuity
idea.
was between each one.
So
and I knew there was colors involved.
and the colors, so you think of, this is color coded, this is how we say it: rub your balls with grease. So red, no, it's colored by that. So it's like, go to blue, whatever. Rub your balls. That's 3 shackles. White with, and then grease is green. So
Who came up with that? Was that a
It's-
you, or is that
no,
a genuine, like you
I-
learned that in boating
it's-
school?
you don't learn in boats. So
it's a
I think,
yachty thing.
I think it's just a knowledge of, more of like a yachting, because like you have so much chain, it's color coded. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Easy to remember.
More like a Roy G. Biv, I feel like.
because
a little bit.
because if Captain goes, all right, get me to the white. Like, all right, how many shackles?
How many times
feet?
did I rub my balls?
Yeah. Rub your ball. Yeah, exactly.
So they say sometimes they'll say get me to the white. They don't always say like
Usually shackles, but like it depends on the boat. Depends the terminology. Depends like if it's a foreign flag, they kind of might do shackles. American flag boat might just say give me 400 or 200 feet, and we know color coded what it is. So it just depends.
It's crazy.
Okay. What was the scariest moment that you've had on a boat?
I fell off the top of the boat. I was working my first year. I was like doing day work, so I wasn't full time on a boat yet. I was on like the top of the boat, it was like 30 feet up, and I was trying to like put the screen cover on for the bridge, which like the bridge is where the captain is. You got that? I knew you knew it.
Where the captain sits.
Yep, you knew that. So I was putting a cover on, and the dock was a cement dock, and like I like kind of lost my footing because it was only maybe a foot of like kind of turning room, and rather than turning into the boat, I turned away from the boat, and like at that point I was like, oh, if I try to lean myself back, I'm just gonna slide down and probably hurt myself more. So I jumped. And I jumped on the dock. I fucked up my feet, like all little chips on my feet. I didn't go to the doctor or anything because like I got up so quick because I was so embarrassed. I didn't want anyone to see. My feet for fucking 4 months. I had ice on them every day, but I never told anyone. I would fucking wrap them up as hard as I can. It was brutal. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Once when I was a kid,
simple.
I licked a fence. I licked a fence, and my tongue stuck to it.
Why?
Damn.
It was in
what you were experimenting with?
It was in Lake Placid in New York,
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone was skating, like all of I don't know where the adults were, but we were with our
It was
parents.
a popsicle.
I literally was standing there, and went,
It's like the Christmas.
and then just
it's like the Christmas story where it
literally
gets
that.
stuck and you're like,
yeah, and then I got scared, and then so I just ripped my tongue off of it.
Oh my!
And then I was like refusing to eat. My mom was so mad at me, but it's just because I was too embarrassed to tell anybody I licked a fence. So I feel you.
He fell off of the top deck of
Confessions
a
with Dana.
boat. You willingly stuck your tongue.
he fell off doing his job and you were just licking.
I was just an idiot child. Yes.
That's actually comedy.
I also used to eat dirt. We've come a long way.
Come a long way.
You wouldn't believe the girl that's sitting here today.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we're nearing the end of our show, and I cannot thank Alex enough for joining us here for Ladies Night as our first official guest. So I hope you had a good time.
I had a blast. Honestly, I'm not just saying this. Whenever you guys want to just bullshit and vent, I'm here. Like, if you guys want to hear any guy perspectives, I feel like, I'm not saying I know a lot, I feel like I'll give my 2 cents. So I definitely want to come back, for sure.
I think you've always got an invite. We had a great time.
Perfect,
yeah.
perfect.
I think this was phenomenal. So
So much fun.
This was so much fun.
We're all best friends.
Oh my god.
did we just become best friends?
This is the most animated I've ever seen Molly.
So our first sponsor is by High Noon. Get your pineapple. This is not a sponsor. I'm sorry.
God, I
Take it all-
wish. We're actually not sponsored by anything, but if anybody does want to sponsor, just ask us.
Fucking sponsor right now.
Let us know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for episode 2 of Ladies Night. Be sure and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, ladiesnight_HB, and we'll see you back next week.
See ya.